welcome. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wildcat Gym. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle, and it's time for Lovington Lady Cat basketball, as both the Lady Cats and the Wildcats will get their basketball seasons underway tonight. Both of the teams are playing visiting Dexter, and it's also the tip-off for Dexter's basketball season tonight as well. So we have just a couple of minutes left on the pregame clock. Some of that may come in the form of the national anthem in just a few moments. We have the Lovington band, the pep band in place, and also playing tonight. So we will have that noise in the gym. I forgot when I walked in the gym, TJ, and heard the pep band. I've gotten so used to a quiet gym because of volleyball,
right,
that I kind of forgot how noisy the basketball gym is, and noisy in a good way. But we have a few fans in the stands, and we have the Dexter team coming onto the court right now. So the girls are taking their place. We'll see if we have the national anthem first, or if they do yep, we are. So we'll take a break and come back with our national anthem. Girls, welcome back to Wildcat Gym. Lovington girls, Dexter girls, getting ready to tip this one off. We will have introduction of teams. We'll use this time to go down the rosters. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle, and welcome in. Looking at your visiting Dexter High School girls, number 0 is Zoe Stewart. Number 1, Josie Mendoza. Number 3, Nayeli Kobos. Number 4, Nalani Kobos. Number 5, Emily Salas. Number 10, Jasmine Duran. Number 20, Alexa Miramontes. Number 21, Irene Cruz. Number 23, Maritza Jimenez. Number 2, Josie Mendoza. Number 15, Novella Olivas. Number 22, Yolanda Mendoza. Number 32, Karina Fuentes. And number 35, Emily Medrano. That's a pretty big roster, but it is the beginning of the season.
Considering the one that I got this afternoon from the school had, I think, 9 girls on it. The team has doubled in size since 3:30 this afternoon.
Right. Going over to our home Lovington Lady Cats. A few changes, not nearly as many as for Dexter, though. Number 3 is Jasmine Clark. Number 4 is Audrey Alexander. Number 5, Celeste Dominguez. Number 10, Kira Olivas. And I don't know if that's Kyra or Kira, so...
I believe it's Kira.
Kira? You believe it's what?
I believe it's Kira.
Kira, all right. Number 12, Chloe Corral. Number 14, Tiana Thompson. Number 20, that is, Elizabeth Buendia. Number 23, Myra Castro. Number 30, Erlyn Salcido. Number 32, Mia Contreras. Number 33, Malaya Castro. And number 42, Katie Bell. And number 44, Jalen Aranda. That is the list of both of the girls, Dexter and Lovington. And our starters, I was going down the roster. Did you catch the starters, TJ?
I certainly did. For your Lovington Lady Cats, your starters are number 5, Celeste Dominguez, number 12, Chloe Corral, number 20, Elizabeth Buendia, number 23, Myra Castro, and number 30, Erlyn Salcido. For the Lady Demons of Dexter, their starters are number 0, Zoe Stewart, number 3, Nayeli Kobos, number 4, Milani Kobos, number 10, Jasmine Duran, and number 20, Alexa Miramontes.
And the starters are out on the court. It looks like it will be Miramontes facing off in the circle for the tip-off against...
I believe that's Salcido.
Salcido. So, Myra... No. So that's Erlyn Salcido. The tip goes the way of Dexter. That is number 4, Kobos, going in the right side. Passes all the way across and driving into the lane, losing the basketball is Kobos. A nice steal, a nice pickoff by Buendia. She passes over into the right corner, drives the lane, passes off. A shot is up, no good, and with the rebound is Kobos, but it goes right back, stolen right back by the Lady Cats. And taking a shot from the right side, right wing, is number 12, Corral. No good. And the rebound picked up by Miramontes. She takes it all the way in right side, passes it off to Kobos. Kobos takes a shot. Oh, and banks it in off of the glass. So 2 points for Kobos, and Dexter is on the board. Bringing it down the court is Buendia. Passes it off, gets it right back, top of the arc. Passes in the lane to Salcido. She puts a shot up, no good. The rebound by Duran. Duran passes it off to Kobos. She drives down, loses the handle on it, picks up and passes it off. A shot's up, no good. Dexter with the rebound, the offensive rebound, gets it to Miramontes, and it's stolen away. Second turnover, the third turnover actually. Driving in the lane is Dominguez. Puts up a layup from the right side, and good. 2 points, and the Lady Cats are on the board. We're all tied up 2 apiece in the first quarter. 6:32 left to play. Dexter with the ball in the backcourt, crossing the line is Kobos. She's the ball handler, takes it up, passes it off. Kobos drives in, pulls back out, gives it to Miramontes. She takes a shot. It won't fall, and it goes out of bounds. It's the Lady Cats' ball underneath their basket. Inbounding is going to be Dominguez. Dominguez looking to get it in. She does. To Buendia. No pressure on her. Passes it down. Across the timeline. That was Corral. Corral gets it in underneath the basket to Buendia. Salcido. That's 30, not 20. So a quick layup, and now the Lady Cats lead 4-2. Salcido with 2 points. Driving that in. Kobos. Good defensive pressure by Lovington. The lane collapses and allows Kobos to drive in and really uncontested put up a layup. So that's 4 points for Kobos. A fight for the ball at midcourt. It's stolen away by Dexter and puts up. There's a shot that goes up, no good. And coming down with it was one of the Lady Cats. She
Buendia
fell to the floor. That is number 20, Buendia. And she is fouled. So it will be Lady Cat basketball under Lovington's goal. Again, your score is now 4-4, 2 layups apiece for each team. 5:23 left to play in the first quarter. Lovington inbounds. They get it over to Buendia, right side. Takes across the court, over on the right wing. Passes to Dominguez. She drives in. Oh, and it's stripped away. Another turnover by the Lady Cats. Kobos going in for it. She tries to put up a shot, and she's nailed from behind by Castro, who puts her hand up right away and says, yep, that was me. So a foul on Castro.
Actually, they're going to switch that and call it on Buendia.
Buendia, all right. But Castro did raise her hand, so I guess she thought she committed the foul. And that is going to send number 3 to the line. Is that Kobos?
That's Kobos.
All right. The hair was in the way there. All right, up and no good. So a miss for Nayeli Kobos. She's got 4 points in the game, though. She'll get a second shot at it as Lovington makes a substitution.
As checking in was Malaya Castro.
Second one is up and no good. Lovington, there's a fight for the ball. Coming up with it is Cobos, so Dexter will keep it, get another shot at it. Miramontes drives in, and it's stolen away, stripped away. Nice steal by Dominguez. She drives down the court all the way in to the right side near the lane, passes it off over. A shot taken by Corral, no good, and the rebound by Dexter. But coming back down the court, again, another steal. Dominguez, 2 steals in a row. She's got the ball, got across the timeline. She finally does on the right side. Passes it again to Corral, who double dribbles. She actually walked with it, traveled. So another, that's going to be a turnover. I've got Lovington down already with, is it 4 turnovers?
3 turnovers for us, 5 for Dexter.
All right.
Lovington so far doing a much better job than we've seen in the past with a transition game. They're getting back on defense. They're being much more aggressive on the defensive end too, and being very tight. And they're taking the ball away. 5 turnovers, and we still got 4.5 minutes to go in the first.
But they've also turned the ball over, 5 times themselves, and so each team is a little sloppy with their ball handling right now, but being very quick, as you said, on transitions, bringing the ball down. And there's a shot up from the left wing. That was number 3. Cobos taking that off of a pass from Cobos, Nayeli to Nalani. And the ball's up. It's no good. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dexter. So the Lady Cats will have the ball, and Dominguez will inbound underneath Lovington's basket. And she gives it off to number 33, Malaya Castro, in the game now for the first time. A pass off to number 23, Castro. Myra from the side. A big shot. A big 3-point attempt is short. The ball comes down. There's a fight for it.
As Bell gets the rebound, but then gets tied up, and the possession arrow goes to Lovington.
So a tie ball, jump ball. Lovington with the ball. They pass it in to Malaya Castro, and she puts him on a nice shot from the left side. So we have a 6-4 ball game. The Lovington Lady Cats ahead by 2. Dexter moving the ball down the court into the left side. Miramontes puts up a shot, no good, but right there, nice position for a rebound is Myra Castro. Dexter having trouble hanging on to the ball. Lovington fighting for it and turns it over. And then a pass over to Katie Bell right under the basket. Turns up. Katie puts the layup in, and we're 8-4 as the Lovington Lady Cats have doubled up Dexter quickly here in the first quarter. 3:27 left, and there is a timeout on the court. Actually, we'll just keep it right here. It's just a 30-second timeout. So 8-4 your score as a fast-moving game. And as you said, TJ, Lovington a lot quicker on the ball, handling the ball, working the ball around, and those transitions from offense to defense looking much crisper than earlier this year, which was actually last season. So already, we're seeing a slightly different game. The pace has picked up. Dexter, though, is right with them, and both teams are just right there ready to strip and steal the ball away. Both have committed several turnovers already.
Well, they have. Lovington 3, Dexter with 6 turnovers here in the early going. But, so far I like the energy that the Lovington Lady Cats have come out with. When they played this team a year ago in Dexter, I actually did that game. You were on assignment that day, and the game started much this way. Dexter started playing a much more physical game in that one. That's a style that Coach Cobos likes to play for these Lady Demons, so we'll see how long it takes for him to transition over to that.
Dexter inbounding. Across the timeline is Miramontes. She takes it in right side, loses the handle on it. Yep, she traveled. So that is turnover number 7 for Dexter. Lovington will get the ball, and they will inbound right in front of the Lady Cat bench. That is going to be Myra Castro inbounding. We have a lot of Castros and a lot of Coboses on the roster.
As Myra will check out, and Mia Contreras will check in for the Lady Cats.
So Mia will inbound. She gets it over to Malaya Castro, takes it over on the right wing. Passes it to the top of the key to Dominguez, gets it back, takes a 3-point attempt. It banks off, goes to the floor, and there's a fight for it underneath the basket. It's going to be a tie ball or a jump ball called. And Alexander doing a nice job. Audrey Alexander in the game for the first time for Lovington, and tying it up. And it'll be, the arrow will go to Dexter. That is Nalani Cobos sending it in. Almost stolen away. Good defense there by Contreras. picking it up as Kobos, and there's a fight for it as trying to tie it up was Contreras, and she did, and this time the arrow goes to the Lady Cats. So they will inbound right in front of Dexter's bench, and it'll be Mia Contreras to inbound. Again, 8-4 your score. Just under 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. They inbound, and that is Mia Contreras, actually Malaya Castro with the ball. She gets it over to Dominguez, passing it back to the left. Taking a shot as Audrey Alexander goes off, banks off of the rim, and Lovington with the rebound, the offensive rebound there. Underneath the basket, a fight for it. Katie Bell thought about putting it up, and then it was knocked away. It goes into Audrey Alexander's hands. She fights for it, and then it is knocked out of bounds by Dexter. So Lady Cats keep the ball in the left corner, getting it in to Malaya Castro. They pass it to Katie Bell. She thinks about putting up a shot. She gets it knocked out of her hands by Duran. And now a whistle sounds.
And they're going to call a foul. They're actually going to call an offensive foul on Nayeli Kobos. That'll be her second personal, second team foul, and that'll be the 9th turnover for Dexter.
All right. Nayeli Kobos.
And her
2 quick fouls, so she's got 4 points, 2 misses at the free throw line, and 2 fouls on her.
Her dad, is the coach, and he's not a happy man.
And he calls a timeout, I think, to administer a little advice, maybe some fatherly and coachly advice to the girls.
Possibility.
Yeah. Your score is still 8-4, by the way, as scrambling for the ball, but no score since the last timeout, as another minute and a half or so ticked off of the clock since then. So still, the scoring has stalled out just a little bit, but when we come back, it will be Dexter's ball, and inbounding will be Nayeli Kobos underneath their basket. And the huddle breaks up as head coach Wade Scott for the Lady Cats finished with his advice. Kobos gets it in to Nalani Kobos, who takes it down, crosses midcourt, and I think did she?
Now they're going to say that it was knocked out of bounds.
Knocked out of bounds.
Castro.
Okay, I was going to say I couldn't tell from this
close to a blocking
point. Yeah,
foul,
I was going to say I couldn't tell if that was actually going to be a foul call or just out of bounds call. So no harm, no foul. It remains Dexter's ball. They've got it. Now Lonnie Kobos on the right side looking for somebody inside, decides to take the shot herself, ill-advised as she puts it up and beyond the goal. It goes over the top. That's automatically a turnover for the other team.
No,
Lovington's got it. Well, it's just it's not a turnover, but they turn it over to the other team. Okay. It's automatically a possession that switches possession to the other team. Lovington's got it, and losing the handle on it over in the right corner is Malaya Castro. She was dribbling against some heavy pressure, defensive pressure, and so Jasmine Duran will inbound now. And that is a turnover for Lovington. Duran gets it down, and it's stolen away as Malaya Castro gets the ball, and then a whistle sounds. I believe she may have had gone out of bounds.
Yeah, it will be out of bounds, so that'll be the two teams trade turnovers. Mm-hmm. Now 6 for the Lady Cats and 10 for Dexter. Dexter having a whole lot of problems with Lovington's defensive press. Coach Scott has got them coached up on that, to be sure. So a much different team than we've seen the last couple of years.
Zoe Stewart inbounds, gives it to Nayeli Kobos. A pass in the lane is picked off by Lovington. So that's turnover number 8 for Dexter. Taking it down the court is Audrey Alexander, but she can't hang on to it. Intense pressure by Zoe Stewart against her. It goes out of bounds, but it'll stay Lady Cat basketball. Last touch by Dexter. So inbounding right underneath the basket. Get it to the right side, and there is a shot up by Olivas. Won't go, and the rebound is by Dexter, and I believe that is 00. Is that Zoe Stewart with the rebound? She takes it down, gets it to Nayeli Kobos. Nayeli looking for some room, can't find it, gets it to the other Kobos. Now she drives the lane, puts a layup from the right side, won't go, off the basket, and then out of bounds, knocked out by Lovington, I believe. No, last touch by Dexter. So it'll be Lady Cat basketball, and coming up with it, Celeste Dominguez will inbound from underneath the Lovington goal with substitutions for Lovington. Katie Bell back in the game
Also checking in, Tiana Thompson.
Celeste Dominguez bringing it up. She gives it to Tiana Thompson. Promptly, it's taken away, stolen away off of a bad pass, and that was Nalani Kobos taking it all the way to the hoop with a layup. And Dexter now 6 points, 8-6. As we have 50 seconds left, and a pass down by the Lady Cats is stolen away by Duran, and then Duran on a bad pass overshoots Zoe Stewart in the corner. It goes out of bounds. So again, the teams trade turnovers, and it's back to Lady Cat basketball. So some sloppy play during the second half of this first quarter. Lovington with the ball. Intense pressure still in the backcourt. That's Dominguez. She crosses the timeline, drives in the lane, left side, and then passes it over to Olivas. Takes a shot, won't fall. There's a fight for the rebound. They're calling it tie ball. And the arrow this time, I believe, is going to go to Dexter.
It is.
Yep,
Good job by Jasmine Duran, though, to tie up the...
She got her hands on the ball. What would have been just a rebound.
Yeah, she had the rebound and then got tied up by Dominguez. I'm gonna get this before long.
Kobos goes in, gives it to Stewart. She drives in left side, tries to put up a shot. She's fouled in the process. I believe that was Katie Bell. There were two on her over there, Katie Bell and Thompson.
And it will be on Bell.
And it will be on Bell, her first foul, and that's going to send Zoe Stewart to the line, her first trip to the line. She has no points in the game, but she has a couple of rebounds. And her first free throw attempt misses, hits the front of the rim.
And Dexter right now 0 for 3 from the stripe.
That's right. She will get another chance at it as Lady Cats send in substitutions. Erin Salcido in the game now. Bell comes out, and it looked like Audrey Alexander went back in. Second shot is up, and that one also misses. With the rebound is Dominguez. So Dominguez drives in all the way to the hoop on the right side, puts up a shot really hard. It goes off, comes out in the hands of Demons, and then they lose the ball. So a turnover, and then Celeste Dominguez picks it up, and a nice layup. She's got 4 points in the game. 10-6 now. 10-6. Your score, Lady Cats in the lead. 1 second left. A shot, a desperation shot up by Kobos does not fall. That's Nayeli Kobos. And the first quarter ends. A fairly quick moving one. 10-6 is your score. Lady Cats in lead. We'll be back with more Lovington Lady Cat basketball from Wildcat Gym on One Radio Square Sports and Lovington YouTube Sports. And
Lovington Sports YouTube channel.
Thank you. And welcome back to Wildcat Gym for more Lovington Wildcat basketball. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle. It is the first game of the season for the Lady Cats and for the visiting team, Dexter. After 1 quarter of play, 10-6, with the Lady Cats in the lead tonight, coming out looking very quick, aggressive, a lot of speed, a little trouble hanging onto the ball, lots of turnovers on both sides of the aisle. More so for Dexter, though, as the Lady Cats are looking for opportunities to steal. They're playing a much better defensive game and a nice offensive game as well. They have gotten their looks at the basket. Inbounding at midcourt, that is Malaya Castro with the ball. Gets it over to Myra Castro. Back to Malaya. She takes a shot from the right wing, won't fall. Nice offensive rebound, though, by Thompson. And she gets it over. Shot goes up, does not fall. And the Lady Cats with the rebound, but losing the handle on it. The ball goes over. Kobo strips it away and takes it down the court while the Lady Cat was down on the court. But it does count as 2 more points for Dexter. Now it's 10-8. The Lady Cats have the ball back. There's a shot up from the left side won't fall. It's Miramontes with the rebound. She takes it, gets it off, fight for the ball. It's Nayeli Kobos who comes up with it, puts a point-blank shot up. It won't fall in and is going to try for the putback and then is fouled. So they're going to call that, I believe, on number 33 on Malaya Castro. We'll see for sure who the foul is on.
Yep, it will be on Castro. That'll be her first personal, third team foul on Lovington. Kobos back to the line. She's 0 of 2. But has 6 of the 8 points on the board.
Nayeli Kobos, and her first one is a miss. So she is 0 of 3 so far. But she does have 6 points in the game. 3 layups. She'll get a second shot at it. It is 10-8. Lady Cats in the lead. Just underway in this second quarter. And the shot is up, and that one also no good. 0 of 4. Nice rebound by Lovington. I believe that was Elizabeth Buendia, but the Salcido, but it is stripped away. So another turnover and a steal by Dexter. As with the ball, Zoe Stewart driving into the lane, and the ball is taken away, but she immediately travels with that. Was Jalen Aranda with a nice steal, but immediately travels and a turnover. That's turnover number 10 for the Lovington girls. And actually it's Dexter inbounding underneath the basket and taken away, stolen away by number 30, Erin Salcido. She puts a shot up, won't fall. Nice offensive rebound by Malaya Castro. She passes it off, and a shot is up by Myra Castro. It won't fall. Lovington with the rebound, but there's a fight board, and it's tipped out of bounds, and it's going to be last touch by the Lady Cats. So it will be it will be Dexter's ball inbounding underneath their basket, just walking it up the center of the court. Nayeli Kobos, now she picks up some steam, heads to the top of the key, loses the handle on it. Oh, and it's picked up. Nice defensive pressure there, and a nice steal by number 12, Corral. She gets all the way down, going to put a basket up, and then she gets her pocket picked by Zoe Stewart from behind. And the ball goes out of bounds, last touched, pushed out by Dexter. So Lovington will inbound. Over on the right side, that's Corral trying to put up a shot. It's blocked, but bounced and stays Lovington basketball. A shot goes up on the right side by Malaya Castro, no good. And Zoe Stewart with the rebound takes it up left side all the way, tries to put in too hard, pushes up a would-be layup too hard. It bounces out. There's a fight for the ball, and in the process, the foul is called, and I think that one is going to be Malaya Castro. We'll see. It got her on the wrist.
Yep, they are going to call that one on Castro. That'll be her second personal, fourth team foul on Lovington. And that will put Duran at the line for 2.
And Duran, not Stewart, at the line. So Duran first. And the Dexter ladies are having all kinds of trouble at the line tonight. Nobody has made a free throw yet. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0 for 6 now, I think.
0 for 7.
And now a second chance at that by Jasmine Duran, and that one goes in and out. And with the rebound, Jelena Randa passes it down the court. Coming up with it is Dominguez. Kicks it out to Buendia. Buendia kicks it out to Castro. Oh, and a nice shot by Malaya Castro. That's 2 more points for her. 12-8 your score. The Lady Cats leading. There's a fight for the ball after both teams kind of an attempt at a fast break down the court. Miramontes had it, and Lady Cats were right with her on each side, and there was a foul called.
We're going to call it on Castro. That'll be her third personal, so she's picked up 3 quick ones.
Malaya with 3. There's another Castro in the game, Myra Castro, but Malaya with 3. It was not a shooting foul, floor foul. So Lady with Dexter inbounding to Zoe Stewart, their ball. Miramontes passing it back into Kobos. Kobos has got it on the right side. Passes over to Nayeli Kobos. Good defensive pressure. All kinds of pressure by Lovington. Really nice there by Audrey Alexander. It's Nalani Kobos with the ball. She tries a long shot. It won't fall. A nice rebound, though, by Castro. passes it off, takes it down the lane. I believe that was Buendia. No good. Fight for the rebound, and a putback no good. Fight for the rebound. Putback no good. Fight for the rebound. Finally, on the fourth look, it was Jalen Aranda putting it in. Her first points of the game. 14-8 your score, and a whistle sounds after Dexter had the ball, taking it down the court and ended up going out of bounds with it.
Lovington with too many good looks that they are having to fight for the rebounds on. Their rebounding has been pretty good underneath, but when you get open looks, you've got to make them fall.
Lovington inbounding. Elizabeth Buendia with the ball, right side, drives top of the lane, passes it. Bad pass, almost picked off, but Castro comes back with it. Myra to Alexander. Alexander is going to pass it back out. I believe she gets hip checked, slammed in. They're going to call that foul, a push foul.
On Kobos.
On
Nayeli
Kobos.
That'll be her third personal, so she's in a bit of foul trouble.
And, of course, not in the act of shooting. So that is going to be Myra Castro, who inbounds in front of the Demon bench, Lady Demon bench. A pass over to Castro on the left side, and that is going to be a three-pointer. First tray of the game that we have seen, and that makes it 17-8, your Lady Cats leading. That is number 3, Nayeli Kobos, bringing it down across the timeline over the right side. Intensive pressure and a turnover as the Lady Cats steal it away, strip it away, and then get it stolen back by Nayeli Kobos. She takes it back down right side. It's a foot race to the basket. She tries a bounce pass underneath. I guess she was going to try to connect with Stewart, but she is run into and fouled. Well, let's see.
Now they're going to say no foul.
No foul. They're just going to say
touched by
okay, that it went out of bounds. They're aggressive, a lot of physical play in this game by both sides, as these girls are not afraid to mix it up. Inbound and losing the handle on it is Zoe Stewart. Lovington picks up the ball. Another turnover, and that is number 20, Buendia, from the right side, puts up a shot. Fight for the rebound. Coming up with it is Nayeli Kobos. She's just going to hang back, let everybody get down to the other end underneath the basket. She lopes across the timeline, gets it over to Zoe Stewart, who drives furiously across the top of the key into the lane and then loses the ball. She is going to.
They're going to call the foul on Jalen Aranda.
But I really think, as much as anything, she lost her footing and started skidding down to the floor.
Yeah, just kind of got tangled up with Aranda over on that far side, and
I think her balance was already compromised. I mean, no doubt there was body contact, but I really think it started off of a stumble by Stewart.
That is the 16th foul on Lovington, so Dexter will be in the bonus after this.
Stewart gets the ball, and she hits a tray from the left wing. So that brings it to 17-11. Lady Cats still in control. They've got the ball, bringing it down. Left side, pass it at the top of the arc. That's Buendia with the ball, finding some room, driving in the lane, puts up a little half attempt shot. Coming down with it, though, is Dexter going down the court. A fight for it, and Castro wins that fight, gets down there, and ends up getting tripped up at the top of the key.
And they're going to call that on Nalani Kobos, her first personal.
It's kind of a trip foul on Nalani. So Nalani has 2 points in the game. And her first foul, not in the act of shooting. And there's a timeout with 2:58 left to play in this first half. I believe that was Wade Scott who wanted that timeout. Nope, it was, okay, it looked like Wade. But it is a timeout nonetheless. Only 30 seconds. We'll just keep it right here and remind you, 17-11 is your score. The Lady Cats are in charge of this one at the moment. 6-point lead with just under 3 minutes to play. Just less than 3 left before the half. Fast-moving first half. A lot of changes of possession on this.
Yeah, right now Lovington's turned it over 12 times, but Dexter has turned it over 21 times.
Yeah, incredible.
And we've still got 3 minutes to play in the first half.
And that really shows you, though, that Lovington has not capitalized on all of their possessions coming off of the turnovers by Dexter. Lovington's score could be much more than just a 6-point lead in this one at this point, but we'll take it as they've hit the buzzer twice saying, "Coach, coach, coach." Lovington didn't have a problem breaking the huddle. Finally.
And he's the one that took the timeout,
right.
milking that 30 for all it's worth.
Finally, Dexter coming back, and Myra Castro inbounding. Gets it to Buendia. Buendia dribbles over the right side. Pass in the lane underneath the basket to a waiting Corral. She puts up a shot, rolls across the top, and then with the rebound is Nalani Kobos, but stolen right back, and a shot put up by Buendia won't fall. Rebound by Lovington, put back won't fall, and now the rebound by Nayeli Kobos. She takes it coast to coast, gets down, and really a bad foul there by Mayra Castro. I believe that was 23, because actually that ball, I think she was over. That ball was not going to be successful.
No,
she had overshot where she needed to start the layup, and so that ball would have hit probably hit the rim anyway.
And that does put Dexter in the bonus for the remaining 2.5 of this half.
And that is Nayeli Kobos, and she finally sinks one, and she'll get a try at another one now. She's been at the line. She is now 1 of 6.
1 of 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1 of 5. Sorry. And she misses that one, so she is
No,
now
1
for 6. I guess I was just a little psychic. And Lovington with the ball brings it down, and just Elizabeth Buendia can't. She just trips over her own feet.
Yeah, bobbled
and
it.
Travels,
so
yep. That's going to be a turnover. So that actually is turnover number 13 for Lovington. 2:25 left to play in the second quarter. So a little under 2.5 minutes left as Dexter gets the ball. They inbound in front of their bench, between their bench and the scorer's table, and that is Nalani Kobos taking her time. Now hits the top of the key and puts up a shot, and it falls. So 4 points for Nalani Kobos in the game, makes it 17-14. Dexter has chipped away. Lovington with the ball. That's Buendia from the right side, puts it up. It's an air ball, and with the, I think that's Duran with the rebound. She passes it over to Stewart. Stewart takes it down the left side. Now puts up a shot. Won't fall, but the Demons have that. That's number 32, Karina Fuentes, with the rebound and attempted putback.
And then was swatted away from behind, so it'll stay Dexter basketball.
As it simply goes out of bounds. And it is going to be Jalen Aranda coming out of the game, and Katie Bell going in for Lovington. Inbounding underneath the Lovington basket, and that ball is stolen away. Lovington with the ball, as driving down was Corral, and then she did a bounce pass underneath the basket, trying to get it over to Alexander. It goes out of bounds, so another turnover by Lovington. Dexter has the ball, they inbound. Zoe Stewart will take it across the timeline, left side, pull up. Outside the arc, now drives in, gonna put up a shot. She is very clumsy, and she has had a lot of trouble staying on her feet, or maybe that's how she works it, because she was stumbling forward and ended up
And they're going to call the block
foul.
foul on Celeste Dominguez, her first personal 8-team foul, and they will be a 2-shot foul for Stewart, her second trip to the line.
And she had a miss, 2 misses, her first trip. This one goes in, though, nothing but net. So she's 1 for 3 at the line now. And that makes it 17-15. Dexter is pulled within 2 of Lovington.
And this is the danger when you get into foul trouble, when you play very aggressive. And, you know, they're in the bonus, and so now they're going to try and chip away at it from the line.
And second shot is up, no good. Lovington with the rebound. I believe that is Dominguez. A pass down the court ends up in Nayeli Kobos' hands, but it is Alexander who ties her up. Good job to tie her up, but the arrow is going to go the way of Dexter. So it'll be Kobos, Nayeli over in front of the student section midcourt. She is going to pass it in. We're down to 1:30 left to play before the half. 17-15 your score. Lovington in the lead. Zoe Stewart walks it across the timeline. Pulls up, drives to the top of the arc, and then puts up the shot herself. It doesn't fall. Fight for the rebound, and she's got it. A putback is up, no good. Fight for that rebound, and now a third look, and that actually was the 4th attempt at a basket, and that was number 10, Jasmine Duran, with 2 points, and that ties it up. 17 all now. 1 minute left before the half. Lovington's got it. Celeste Dominguez passes it off to Alexander, and then passes it back to the right side. An air ball put up by Olivas falls into Dexter's hands, but promptly travels, and that's going to go back to Lovington.
And Lovington right now is a little bit out of sorts on the offensive end. Again, they're having some pretty good looks at the basket, but haven't been able to get it to fall. So
Kira Olivas is inbounding from right underneath the basket, gets it over to Katie Bell. She puts up a shot, won't fall. Fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by Lovington, they say. And now that is Jasmine Duran, who is going to inbound. She gets it over to Nayeli Kobos. 44 seconds left. Nayeli takes it coast to coast, lose the handle on it against intensive pressure, and goes out of bounds. So it's going to be Lady Cat basketball. That's another turnover by Dexter.
25 in the first half for Dexter.
So inbound, Lovington's got it. Over on the right side, they pass it over. Alexander has got it, passes it, gets it back. Now gets it to Corral, the right side. She loses a handle on it. Passes it over to Olivas. Olivas passes it into Katie Bell, left side. She puts up a shot, and it falls. 4 points for Katie, 19-7 with 14 seconds left. A steal by Dominguez. She's got it back, gives it over to number 10. There's a shot up that by Olivas won't fall, and that is Dexter with the rebound, and Zoe Stewart's got it. She drives in the lane, pulls up right in front of it. She gets fouled right before she gets the shot off, and just 1.57 seconds on the clock. They're going to call the push foul, and they're going to call that
Alexander. That'll be her first personal 19 foul on Lovington.
And that's going to send Zoe Stewart to the line. She is 1 for 4 at the line. And she will take this shot. It is 19-17. Lady Cats in the lead by 2. 1.5 seconds basically on the clock, and the shot is up. Oh, and it bounces off, hits the backboard, and gets back in. So the shot falls. So now she is 2 of 5, and she'll get a second shot. A chance to tie it up right at halftime, 19-18. And here comes her second shot. And no good. It bounces out. Corral with the rebound, and time expires. It's 19-18. Lady Cats with a slim lead going into halftime here at Wildcat Gym. We'll be back with your halftime show. It's Lovington Lady Cat basketball on Lovington YouTube Sports and One Radio Square Sports for No Walmart Digital. And welcome back to Wildcat Gym. It's halftime, and your Lovington Lady Cats have a slim lead, a narrow 1-point margin over Dexter. They led this game by as much as 7 points at one time. But this Dexter team battled back in that second quarter and closed up the gap. So it is 19-18, and I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, and we'll run down the scoring. This is a combination. We're both keeping stats. I'm keeping pretty good point totals. Thank you, TJ Miracle, for keeping rebounds, keeping those much, and rebounds and turnovers. And we'll talk about all of that. So looking down, if you'll take Dexter, I'll take Lovington.
All right, for the Dexter Lady Demons, leading scorer right now is Natalie Kobos. She has 9 points to go along with 5 rebounds. 5 points in the books for Zoe Stewart. She three rebounds, still early in the season. Nalani Kobos with 2 points and 2 rebounds. Jasmine Duran with 2 points, but she is killing the Lady Cats on the board. She has 9 rebounds in the first half. Alexa Miramontes, 3 rebounds. Yolanda Mendoza with a rebound. Karina Fuentes also with a board for the Dexter Lady Demons. They go 3 of 11 from the charity stripe in the first half. 24 rebounds total in the first half for Dexter, but they had a lot of trouble hanging onto the basketball. 26 turnovers in the first half. Good pressure put on by Coach Wade Scott's Charges as a new full court press look this season so far, causing Dexter fits. The Lady Demons got 6 points in the first, 12 in the second. That's how they get to their 18.
All right, thank you very much. And, sorry, I was listening to the whistle. So, all right, for your Lovington girls, we have 2 top scorers. Each Celeste Dominguez has 4 points and Malaya Castro has 4 points. Dominguez with 5 rebounds to go along with that, and a couple of steals, at least a couple. There have been so many turnovers, a lot of stealing going on in this game. So the other 4 points, Castro, she has a rebound to go along with that as well. Chloe Corral with 2 rebounds, that is. Myra Castro with 3 points, and that was on a tray in the first quarter. She has 3 rebounds to go along with her 3 points. And Erlyn Salcido with 2 points and 1 rebound. And you've got Katie Bell also with 4 points and 2 rebounds. And then Jalen Aranda with 2 points and 4 rebounds and at least 1 steal that I recorded. So you have a couple of rebounds for Chloe Corral. You've also got a rebound for Elizabeth Buendia. And the scoring is adding up to, of course, the 19 points on the board for Lovington. And Lovington has committed 14 turnovers in that first half. Lovington has not been to the free throw line.
No, they have not had an opportunity to shoot a free throw in this one.
That is crazy.
And getting out-rebounded 24-18 in the first half.
So that shows you, though, that they're getting out-rebounded, but they're still ahead in the scoring, and they also have had a lot of looks at the basket, a lot of shots go up, and this score could be much higher for both of the girls. Some cold shooting or just some shooting woes. A lot of rebounding, though, fights for the rebounds coming in, a lot of turnovers, as the 14 turnovers for Lovington, 26 for Dexter. So some really, and I don't know whether you would just call it sloppy play or just really aggressive
early
defense.
Season play is
early
what I call
season.
it.
But aggressive defense by both teams. They're having a little trouble hanging onto the ball, but the other team all over. So as we
Dexter
start this,
playing aggressive, but very clean. They only had 4 fouls in the first half.
Right, and though none of those were shooting fouls. So, again, Lovington hasn't even gone to the line yet. We'll start this second half momentarily, and it will be number 23, Myra Castro, inbounding for Lovington right in front of the student section at midcourt. And we will get this second half underway as Lovington and Dexter starting their seasons, both looking for their first win in this first game of the season. Castro gets it to Buendia. Back to Castro outside the arc, left side. They get it to Corral. She takes a shot. It banks off. A nice offensive rebound by Dominguez, though. Second shot up, no good. And the rebound this time is made by Jasmine Duran. Who else? And she got
fouled immediately.
Yep, she got fouled, and bumping her from behind is Buendia. So that is the second foul.
I'm sorry, that was Salcido, number 30, not number 20.
Salcido with her first foul.
And
The ball
Lovington
goes
nearly
in.
stealing away the inbound.
Right, and so nice aggressive play as Jasmine Duran will go back out in the corner, in the left corner, and inbound. She does get it in to Nayeli Kobos. She races down right side, takes it in, top of the arc, puts up a shot. It falls short, and the rebound is by Myra Castro. Castro takes it, hasn't crossed the timeline yet. She does, but she pushes off on Nayeli Kobos when she does it, and that is going to be a foul. So they call Castro. That's her second foul, and it is.
And in that case, you've got to get somebody back to help relieve that pressure, to give them an outlet to throw the ball to. That way you're not as prone to push off.
Yep, if you've got somebody to either go over the top or around and get the ball to down the court. Dexter with the ball. Kobos had it, gets it to Stewart. Stewart drives in left side, outside the arc. Dribbles, good pressure by Dominguez. Gets it over to Miramontes. And the ball is stolen away, as that is Buendia with the ball, but taken immediately stripped away by Zoe Stewart from behind, but the ball gets away from her, goes out of bound. Stewart has a lot of speed. She's kind of all over the place. She probably needs to control some of that energy. As Lovington inbounds right in front of their bench. Castro takes up a big shot, won't fall. Zoe Stewart with the rebound on the left side. She pulls up right outside the arc, right side. It goes in and out. It would have been a three-pointer, and it is going to be Salcido with the rebound, but a whistle sounds, and they're going to call a foul away from the ball. Nope, they're going to say that I think she traveled.
Let's see. Yep, they're going to say that she traveled on that one, so that'll be turnover number 16 for the Lady Cats.
And that's going to give Dexter the ball. We're still 19-18 as we have 6:45 left to play in this third quarter. It was so inbounding right underneath their basket will be Duran for Dexter. Coach Wade Scott calling something out to his girls to see something he doesn't like.
Yeah,
the ref still holding the ball. Now Duran will inbound. She gets it over to Miramontes. Miramontes to Kobos. Nayeli Kobos, top of the arc, looks for room, can't find any. Gets it over to Nayeli Kobos. Nayeli puts up a shot, won't fall. And rebounding is Erlyn Salcido. Salcido gets it over to Dominguez. Dominguez loses the handle, gets it back, pulls up, top of the arc. Passes back to Myra Castro. Almost stolen away. And that one is a bad pass picked off there by Nayeli Kobos. Takes it to the right side, pulls up, now drives and puts a layup from the right side. Fight for the rebound, won't fall. It goes clean out to Kobos. Kobos now over to Miramontes. She puts up a shot, it won't fall. And the rebound is by
Salcido again.
So Salcido coming in. She gives it to Dominguez. Oh, Dominguez travel. She pulls up top of the arc looking to pass it and instead turns it over. So that is a turnover number 17 for Lovington, and we still are at 19-18, the same score we started this half at. Lovington with a 1-point lead.
Yeah,
as the teams have just been trading the ball back and forth and shooting, and nobody has made it fall.
Yeah, neither team really found their comfort zone so far here in this second half, and both of them have had some pretty good looks, and they've both had some pretty good defense. So it's kind of been 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Kobos with the ball, passes it off to Stewart. Stewart back to Nayeli Kobos, pulls up, top of the arc, passes over to Miramontes. She drives in the lane, passing back and forth. They get it to Zoe Stewart from the left side, 3-point range. She puts up a shot, won't fall, and a nice rebound is by Castro. Mm-hmm. Yes, Castro on the left side. Passes Dominguez. Dominguez pulls it in and passes it over for a shot from the left side to Castro. That's Malaya Castro. Won't fall, and with the rebound and the putback, that was Erin Salcido.
That was Salcido, her second bucket of the ball game.
Salcido with 4 points now. She makes it 21-18. Lady Cats leading. Dexter brings it down, and that is Zoe Stewart, who tries to pass, and gets a little rambunctious there. It goes out of bounds, so that is turnover number 28. 28 for the Demons.
I'm getting to more, and I'm going to have to start changing the way I keep these.
All right, so some subs going in the game. As coming in is number 32, Fuentes, back in the game for Dexter. For the Lady Cats, bringing it down is Corral. Oh, and it's almost stolen away. Now Myra Castro has it. Gets it over to Malaya Castro. Oh, and the ball hits the top of the backboard, so that automatically changes possession for the other team. So Dexter gets the ball, inbounding underneath the basket. Nayeli Kobos has got it. She's getting worked on hard, but she crosses the timeline, pulls up, takes a shot, and pops the net. Nayeli Kobos with
it's a two-pointer.
Yeah, with 2 more points. Makes it 21-20. Bringing down from the right side, that was Malaya Castro. Passes it off to Corral in the left corner. She takes a 3-point shot, won't fall. And coming down with the rebound was Olivas, and it's stolen away by Lovington as Mia Contreras in the game for the first time. Pulls up, she's got it, passes it over. Corral thinks about the shot, thinks again, passes it off to Castro, gets it back, now takes a shot. It doesn't fall, but Castro Malaya with the rebound. She passes it to Contreras. She puts up a shot, won't fall. And Malaya gets the ball again, now passes to Myra Castro. She puts up a 3, and it falls. Her second tray of the game makes it 24-20. Lady Cats are leading, 3:38 left in the third quarter. Dexter's got it. They bring it down from the left side. There's a shot that's put up, it won't fall. And then the putback, I believe that was by Zoe Stewart. So 2 more points for Zoe, and makes it 24-22. Lady Cats. Oh, and a nice tray again, popping it from beyond the arc on the left side. Myra Castro, her third tray of the game. 27-22. Lady Cats in the lead. Dexter with the ball. Miramontes has it. Looking for room. No, that was Zoe Stewart with it. Looking for room. She finally finds Nayeli Kobos. They pass it off to the right side. A shot's up, won't go. And it's Corral with the rebound. Corral, a long pass down, leading Malaya Castro too much. Goes out of bounds. They were trying for the fast break and for that long pass. And it just too many Wheaties, too much. So Dexter will have it 27-22. Lady Cats leading by 5 with 2:49 left in this third quarter. And inbounding will be Duran from underneath the basket. She gets it to Nayeli Kobos. Crosses the timeline, pulls up center court. Now drives in, top of the key. Bounce pass over, and an attempt by Zoe Stewart to put up a shot.
Nice job by Jasmine Clark to get a finger on that, block it out.
Knocked it away, but it went out of bounds, so it stays Dexter basketball as they inbound. Lovington with trying for the steal. The ball goes on the court. It's loose, rolling around. There's a fight for it. Jump ball is called. Good job by Chloe Corral to get a hand on it, but the
possession arrow.
Possession arrow stays with Dexter. So
and that saves Dexter their 30th turnover.
And so that's 29 turnovers now for Dexter. Inbounding right by the scorer's table. They get it to Nalani Kobos. Nalani over to Zoe Stewart. Zoe drives in right side, puts up a shot, won't fall. And the rebound is a fight for it as Thompson had her hand on it, and they called jump ball. Some real aggressive
good job by Clark, though, to hold on to that as she was
fighting.
Really. She was getting attacked by 2 Lady Demons.
So Castro inbounds. Myra gives it over to Malaya Castro, fights her way down the court on the right side, gives it to Alexander, puts up a shot, won't fall. And there is a rebound and then a tie. They're going to call a jump ball again.
Yeah, Alexander got it, and then she got tied up underneath by Duran, and so they'll go ahead and give that over to Dexter on the possession arrow.
So Audrey Alexander was with good fight, good position. This game has just been a battle of turnovers and a battle of possession arrows, back and forth. A lot of tie balls, a lot of fight. Dexter with the ball. Nayeli Kobos brings it down on the right side. She passes it over to Nalani Kobos, a sloppy pass. Nalani not quite ready for it, goes out of bounds. So that will be the 30th turnover for Dexter. Lovington with the ball. Myra Castro inbounding to Malaya. Malaya gets it to Alexander. Alexander passes it over. Castro's got it left side, puts up a shot, won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Coming down with it is Nalani Kobos, but it promptly the ball comes free and Lovington's got it, and then they promptly turn over. So the teams trade the turnovers. Dexter with the ball, taking it down. A shot is up, it's blocked. Lovington with the ball. That is Tiana Thompson with a nice steal. She passes it, and the ball goes out of bounds.
So that's Clark.
That was
Jasmine
Clark. Okay, I thought it was Tiana Thompson who had her hand on the ball. I think she did, but she passed it down. To Clark had it. She passed it to Clark, is that right?
Thompson's not in the game.
Okay. That is Nayali Kobos for Dexter with a bad pass, and Tiana Thompson again, right place, right time with a nice steal, but they're going to say that she traveled, she
Clark
passed it over.
Yeah,
and
just took that extra step after she got the
traveled.
basketball.
So again, that's going to be a turnover. Dexter with the ball. That is Nayeli Kobos inbounding. They get it over to Jimenez in the game now. And real sloppy play as just fights for the ball, bad passes, teams fighting for it, they smothering the basketball. Just a lot of real sloppy passing and bad passing leading to turnovers and fights for the ball on both sides. It's not just not.
Yeah, and the floor foul is going to be called on number 10, Jasmine Duran. Her first personal, just the first team foul for this Lady Demon team in the second half.
27-22. Lady Cats still have the lead, though. 53 seconds left to play. They got the ball, get it down court. That's Alexander. Puts up a shot. It's very short. It goes out of bounds. So that will be Demon basketball. The Dexter ladies will have the ball underneath the court. They get it in. That is Nayeli Kobos taking it up right side. She puts up a high shot, won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Lovington's got it. That's Malaya Castro taking it down. She pulls up, puts up a shot, won't fall. It's short. Thompson with the rebound, and she tips it up. It won't fall. Fight for the rebound, and they're going to call a foul. And they're going to call that, I believe, on number 30. They're going to call it on Mia Contreras, or are they going to send her to the line? Nope, they're going to say.
Yeah, they're going to call a push on Jasmine Clark. That'll be her first personal, third team foul on Lovington.
27-22, Lovington still with a 5-point lead as we are 25 seconds away from ending this third quarter. Lovington will inbound underneath their basket. Thompson gets it, puts up a shot. It's short. Zoe Stewart picks it up, brings it down the court, left side. Fighting. Alexander on her very tight. A shot goes up, won't fall. Dexter with the rebound, and the putback won't fall. Thompson fighting for the rebound, and they're going to call jump ball as girls' bodies are flying and they're fighting for possession, and they're going to say the possession arrow is going to go the way of who are they going to call it? It should be Lovington, but nobody is going. The ref is standing there waiting for a player to come forward. And finally, Malaya Castro. Note that is number 44, Jelena Aranda. Inbounds, long pass as the time expires on the third quarter. 27-22 is your third quarter score as the Lovington ladies are leading this one. We'll be back with the fourth quarter from Wildcat Gym. It's Lovington Lady Wildcat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. And welcome back to Wildcat Gym, Lovington girls basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle. Start of the fourth quarter as Lovington leading this one 27-22 with a game characterized by an awful lot of turnovers, a lot of energy on the court, a lot of aggression, but a lot of turnovers, both sides. Inbounding, Dexter. Zoe Stewart with the ball, driving in the lane, puts up a shot, whistle.
Yeah, she was fouled by Aranda before the shot. It'll be on the floor. That'll be the fourth team foul on Lovington.
Jalen Aranda, that is actually her first foul.
Second.
And the ball is inbounded. Zoe Stewart with the ball out near the timeline. She pulls up, looking for room. As Dexter slowing down the pace just a little bit. They give it to Kobos. And she passes it to Miramontes. Back to Nayeli Kobos. She drives the lane, puts up a little shot from the right side, and that falls. Nayeli with 2 more points. She's got 4 in the half to add to 9 from the first quarter. Makes it 27-24. Lovington the ball, having trouble hanging on to it as Malaya Castro brings it down. There's a shot up, won't fall. A fight for the rebound, and I think they're going to say jump ball. They are.
Yeah, good hustle there by Alexander to tie up Duran after she got her 11th rebound, but Alexander came in and tied her up, even though pretty good fight for it, and I think trying to draw the foul on her was Duran. They just said jump ball, and it'll go Lovington's way.
And that is Myra Castro inbounding underneath their basket, and she takes too long. They're going to call the 5-second penalty, so that's going to be a turnover, and that's costly. That's a free ball, and giving it over to Jasmine Duran. Duran inbounds it as Kobos Nalani has it. Brings it across the timeline, right side. Getting worked on by Dominguez. Top of the arc, pulls up. Passes over to Stewart, left side. She puts up a shot, won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Malaya Castro has that. She passes down to Alexander. Alexander can't hang on to it. She goes out of bounds, and it's actually going to be not in time. She got to it and pushed it back onto the court, but they're going to say she was out of bounds when she did it. So Dexter basketball as the teams trade turnovers again.
And we're going to have a late substitution as Malaya Castro comes out. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got 5. We had one too many on the floor.
I see. And now Coach Scott is going to pull off Elizabeth Buendia. And let's see who he's going to put in for her. It looks like
that'll be Salcido going in.
It'll be Erlyn Salcido.
Nope, now they're going to put Castro back in.
They're going to put Castro back in. All right. So here we go. And now, finally, Dexter inbounds. They give it to Nayeli Kobos. She comes across midcourt.
Just for volleyball, I think that would be a
They give it to
rotation
Stewart.
foul.
Stewart can't find room. It's picked off, so another turnover. And it is Jalen Aranda with the ball. She passes it over to Malaya Castro. Over her head, goes out of bounds. So, again, that's going to be
And now might be a good time for Coach Scott to take a timeout and calm his girls down. Neither one of these teams has found any rhythm at all on offense.
They're very
right now,
frenetic.
Yeah.
Just energetic and frenetic, but not a lot of smooth, controlled play going on the court. As the inbound comes in, Dexter's got it. It's tipped away, stolen away by Celeste Dominguez. She puts up a shot, won't fall. It's on the court, fight for it. The ball is loose now. Dribble rolls away. Everybody trying to get to it, and they're going to say it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lovington.
Timeout.
It'll be Demon. Oh, and Coach Wade Scott wants a timeout.
Coach Kobos.
Oh, Kobos. Okay. I keep trying to give.
You keep trying to make Wade take his timeout.
Exactly, and he's just not doing it. All right, 27-24. We'll keep it right here as Lovington with a 3-point lead right now. 6:22 left to play in this game, and they're up by 3, 27-24 here at Wildcat Gym. We started off with a very meager audience. Of course, with the girls playing this first game, the Lovington boys will play their first game of the season afterward. And as the game has progressed, more and more of a crowd has come in. And after this game is done, of course, there will be a warm-up period for the boys. And then we'll see what the Lovington Cats, the Wildcats, can do on the court against Dexter. Right now, we've still got more of this one to play, and it's up in the air. 3 points is not enough to feel comfortable with more than 6 points left to play in this game. It has actually, the Lady Cats have led most of this game, but anywhere from just 1 to 7 points. They've never had been they've never had more of a lead than that, as Dexter has managed to keep it pretty close.
Well, they have. Lovington has played great defense in this game. Dexter has turned it over way too many times. Lovington's offense has had their opportunities, but they have yet to be able to really find that finish. They've had, I don't know how many open looks at the basket and have either thrown it short, thrown it long, or just plain bricked it. But you're up on the scoreboard. That's what matters, 27-24.
As we resume play out of the timeout. And the Dexter will inbound. They get it, and it's stolen right away immediately by Elizabeth Buendia. She passes it over underneath the lane to Celeste Dominguez. She puts up a layup, 2 points, and then it's stolen away immediately and put back up, and I believe that was Elizabeth Buendia with 2 points, 31-24. Now Zoe Stewart with a fast break down the court and a layup by Zoe. 31-26 now. Lovington up as Elizabeth Buendia with the ball, crosses the timeline, gets it to Malaya Castro. And now the Lady Cats are going to slow up the pace just a little bit. Buendia on the right side. Back to Castro, center court. Gets it to Corral, drives in, loses the handle on the ball. She puts up a shot, but it is very short, nowhere near completing that.
Yeah, that's going to wind up being a turnover.
Yeah, it's a turn.
That goes more as a pass.
They're going to say it was a bad pass more than a shot, so it goes out of bounds. And Dexter has it. They give it to Zoe Stewart, and she is fouled as she crossed the timeline and was driving down to the left side. They're going to call a push foul on Buendia.
And that'll be her second personal, and it'll be the 5th team foul on Lovington.
Of course, not in the act of shooting. So it'll be Zoe Stewart who inbounds right in front of the Dexter bench. She gets it to Nalani Kobos. Nalani over on the right side. A shot is up by Miramontes, and it goes way off, out of bounds. It's going to be Lovington basketball. It'll be Celeste Dominguez inbounding underneath their basket. Dominguez passes the ball to Buendia, gets it back, crosses the timeline to Myra Castro, left side. She pulls up, gets it to Buendia. Buendia driving, top of the arc, passes to Corral, left side. Now Corral goes in, loses the handle on the ball. There's a fight for it. It's loose, and Dexter comes up with it as Nayeli Kobos takes it down right side, drives the lane, passes over to on the left side. She passes to Miramontes, who puts it up, and it falls, and she's fouled.
First and one opportunity of the day, a bad foul as Lovington lost the ball. They're going to whistle that on Corral. That'll be her first personal. That'll be the 5th team foul on Lovington. But the and one, a chance to chip this back to just a two-point game.
That's right, 31-28 your score. Lovington leading right now, but Miramontes at the line. It's her first trip to the line tonight.
Interesting note, Lovington has still yet to take a free throw.
And the shot is no good. It's bricked, but Dexter has the rebound, and then they get it over to Zoe Stewart as she's going to take a shot. She's fouled. And they're going to call that one on, that one's going to be on number 30. That's Erlin Salcido. And that will put Stewart at the line. She's got 9 points in this game, several rebounds, and now a free throw. She's made 3 at the line. She is 3 of 7, 8, 9.
That'll be her 10th point of the ball game.
And she'll get a second shot at this. It's now, second shot's no good. Bricks off. Fight for the rebound on the floor. Coming up with it, though, is Lovington. And they give it over to Myra Castro. She drives down, then she gets the ball stolen away by Nayeli Kobos, who is going to get tripped up, and they're going to, let's see who they call the foul on.
And that will put Dexter in the bonus. That is not a good thing. They are going to call the push foul.
I think on 20 on Buendia, or
nope, they're going to whistle that on Castro.
Myra Castro. So Castro with a foul. I believe that's her third.
That is. But that puts Dexter in the bonus, so they'll shoot free throws for the next 4:40, even though they've had troubles from the line.
Nayeli Kobos.
They will have a chance to chip away.
She's got 13 points in the game. She has missed all but one at the line. 2, 4, 6. She's 1 of 6 at the line. 31-29. Lovington up by only 2 points in this. 4:40 left to play in the game, and that is up, going to bounce in, and that is going to make it 31-30. She'll get a second chance, and she's going to stop and tie her shoe first. So Kobos will have another try to get this one to fall. If it does, it will tie things up, and it's yes, it hits the back of the rim, the front of the rim, and then falls in, and it does tie things up. We're 31-31 now as Malaya Castro with the ball, gets it to Dominguez. Dominguez passes it off, gets it back, and there's a pass inside the lane, no good. The ball stolen away. That's Stewart driving on the right side, driving in, pushed away, but still recovered as Nayeli Kobos has got it. A pass in the lane off of the hands, and it's tipped, and Malaya Castro's got it. She gets it to Dominguez. Dominguez drives down. She puts it up. She's going to put up a layup, and she gets fouled. The ball is knocked away, and they get her hand in the process. Let's see, that will put Celeste Dominguez at the line, and this is going to be the first free throws taken by Lovington in this entire game.
I know, that's amazing, and we're 4 minutes left to go in the game.
I don't think I've ever called a basketball game or even watched a game that one team waited until almost 4 minutes left in the game to take their first free throw shot, and Dominguez misses her first one. She will get a second try. It's still tied 31 all, 4:06 left to play in the game. Dominguez at the line. Eyes it, skies it, and it rolls in and drops 32-31. Dexter with the ball. Kobos has got it. She passes it off to Stewart. Stewart can't hang on to it, but scooping it up is Miramontes. Miramontes back to Stewart. Oh, and she's got it from the left wing. It's a three-pointer. 34-32. Dexter leading by 2. Lovington's got the ball. Buendia with a shot. It's up, no good, and it goes up. It hits the top of the backboard, so it'll be Dexter's ball. Dexter with a 2-point lead. 3:36 left to play.
First lead they've had since about a minute into the ball game.
Nayeli Kobos will inbound the ball underneath the Lovington basket. Refs taking their time, talking about it. Kobos inbounds, gets it over to Miramontes. She drives down the right side, and they're going to say she double palmed. Double dribble, double palms the ball. So that's a turnover, a costly one here. 3:31 left to play. It'll be Lovington's basketball, and it'll be Myra Castro at half court. Passes it in, gets the ball back, drives down the lane. She has the ball pushed from behind. Nayeli Kobos punches it out of bounds, so it'll stay Lady Cat basketball. They will inbound from underneath their basket. Castro will send the ball in. That is Myra Castro looking for somebody. Gets it over to Corral in the corner. Almost on the right. No, that's Myra Castro. She puts a ball up. It won't fall. And Nalani Kobos with the rebound. Kobos sends it down right side. Loses the handle on it. Gets it to Nalani Kobos. And yes, and they do say that it's a travel. And so that's going to be a turnover, and that's going to give the ball back to Lovington.
And that's the 43rd turnover for Dexter in this game. Wow. We have got to start capitalizing on
exactly.
on one of these at some point. That has given that's 43 free possessions for Lovington.
Myra Castro inbounds, and she gets it over to Buendia. Buendia passes it in. There's a shot up from the left side, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it is Nayeli Kobos who comes up with it, and she is going to be...
Steps on the back line.
She steps on the back line. So it is going to be a turnover as Lovington catches a break there. They catch a break as cold shooting has plagued them. They've had a lot of looks, taken a lot of shots.
And now they're going to send Jasmine Clark in the game. They got some good energy out of her and some good rebounding prowess when they put her in the third.
Myra Castro inbounds it to Malaya Castro. She drives the lane, puts up the shot. They call it. It's a good layup and foul. So she will get the basket and the shot. She ties it up 34-34 as Malaya muscles her way in underneath the basket, just refuses to be stopped, takes the shot, draws the foul. They're going to call that on number 20 on Miramontes. And Malaya puts it up, it bricks and goes out of bounds. There's a fight for it. Last touch, though, they're going to say it's going to be Dexter basketball. Last touch by the ladies. We are still tied, 34 all, with 2:52 left to play in this game. Dexter inbounding. Nolani Kobos with it. Oh, and it's pushed away from behind. Taken back, fight for the ball, and Malaya Castro has it. A pass down, taken immediately away by Duran. The teams trade turnovers. They get it to Stewart. She pops a three. And now it's 37-34. Zoe Stewart with her third tray of the game. 37-34 Demons. Dexter leading. Lovington with the ball. A pass from Malaya, and a bad pass goes off of the hands of Buendia, out of bounds. It's Dexter basketball, and there's a timeout.
Coach Scott finally taking the timeout.
Finally. I've claimed that every timeout practically has been his, and finally it actually is. So Coach Scott taking a timeout as his Lady Cats are 3 points behind in this one, 37-34. An
really
exciting end of this game.
Well, it has, and really the Dexter run has been sparked by 9 points in the quarter from Zoe Stewart. She's been taking the shot all game, but they've left her open, and she's just kept shooting, and she's finally found the range.
Yeah,
it's really, it's starting to chip. It's chipped away, and it's hurt.
She made 5 points in the first half, but she has made 2 trays, a layup, and a free throw in this second half, and that has been a big difference. She was a rebounding machine for them in that first half, but only had scored 3 points and 2 at the line.
And right now getting outscored 15-7 in the fourth quarter.
So we are back, 2:23 left to play. Dexter with the ball, they inbound it, and they're going to say a foul as they call. There was heavy, of course, Lovington guarding her, really pressing, and Malaya Castro too close, gets called for the foul.
And that'll be the 8th team foul on Lovington, and that'll be her 3rd personal.
And that's going to put Nayeli Kobos at the line. She has been at the line more often than any other Dexter girl in this game tonight, coming off of 2 makes and makes it 3 in a row. She's made 3 free throws in this second half and makes it 38-34. It's going to be a shame for Lovington to lead almost the entire game and then get behind. Second shot is up, no good. 38-34, 2:16. Lovington still has time.
And they very well could have called an over the back on that on Jasmine Duran. They don't. They just say that she pushed it out. So it'll be Lovington basketball, but they got to find some offense, and they got to find it now.
Yeah, it's Celeste Dominguez inbounds, gets it over to Buendia. Buendia brings it up left side. Heavy pressure on her. She takes it in. Little layup. It's short, won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Thompson fighting for it. They call jump ball. Good fight by Thompson. And they're going to say, I'm sorry, that is Jasmine Clark, not Thompson. Jasmine Clark. Number 3. Just having trouble seeing her number, the hair on the back, hiding that. Demons, Dexter inbounding it. And a shot put up, but it won't fall. It's taken away by Lovington.
It got blocked by Clark, but they're going to say a floor foul, I think, on Clark.
And that's a shame because Clark was right there. And
actually, they're going to call that on Buendia, so her 3rd personal.
So Clark was doing a good job. She was right there.
Call it on the 20 the other way on Miramontes.
All right.
So
now
confusion.
now we know.
Now we know it's Lovington basketball.
It is, and it's going to be Dominguez inbounding. They get it to Malaya Castro. Back to Dominguez. She drives in, all the way in. Then puts up a shot that hits the bottom of the rim. The rebound comes out. There's a fight for it. Lovington ends up with it. I don't know how. There's a break, though, as a bounce pass to Dominguez in the lane, and I think they're going to call a foul on Kobos, Nolani Kobos.
And that's just the third, that's just the third team foul in this. No, I'm sorry, I've missed a couple. The fourth team foul on the Lady Demons. So Lovington, with 90 seconds to go in this game, down by 4, is still not in the bonus.
Nope. And they're going to say that that ball will be inbounded underneath by Myra Castro. She'll be looking. She bounce passes it and throws it away. It's intercepted by Kobos. Nayeli's got it. Brings it down midcourt. Pulls back up as Dexter is in the lead in this one, 38-34. I think they're just going to hold on to the ball.
Yeah,
I think
play
they're
keep
going
away.
I think they're going to hold on to the ball. Nope. They go ahead and pass it in the lane. Jasmine Duran puts up a layup. It's 40-34 as Dexter pulling away in this one. Dominguez with the ball for Lovington. She goes in all the way coast to coast. She puts it up. It doesn't fall. It's rebounded by Stewart, who picks it up, takes it down, pulls up, throws back out. Nayeli Kobos has got it. And now they're going to pull up and just keep it away from Lovington as the clock's ticking down. 50 seconds left, 40-34. And finally, I think Malaya, nope, did they call
timeout
a timeout?
by Kobos.
Okay, I thought they were going to call a foul on Malaya Castro. So timeout, 40-34, a 6-point lead by Dexter. They trailed most of the game until late in this fourth quarter where they pulled away, and Lovington has not been able to regain the lead since. So,
well, and again, this has been all about the fourth quarter. Lovington has just been stone cold really all game, but only 7 points in this fourth quarter, while Dexter has come to life. They have scored 18 in this fourth quarter, and so hence, you go from 7 up to 6 down, just like that.
And that's how we get to just seconds to play in this game, and it's not looking good for the Lady Cats, who really came in and again, it's tough when you lead almost the whole game, and then in the final few minutes in this fourth quarter, they have just watched Dexter turn it on and go into another gear. Dexter not turning it over as much in this fourth quarter either. So Dexter will be inbounding over there. I believe that's is it Miramontes in the corner? No, it's number 10, Duran. Duran gets it in to Nolani Kobos. Nolani looking for room, getting guarded, almost has it taken away. Now passes back out to Stewart. Stewart pulls back midcourt. Burning clock, 35 seconds left. Dexter in the lead in this one, 40-34. They're just going to hang on to the ball. They're just going to pass it, hang on to the ball, and force Lovington to, and Malaya Stewart grabs it, takes it away, passes it, and it's Dominguez who goes down, and then on the court, taking the shot, though, was Elizabeth Buendia. She got the pass from Castro.
Yeah, and she got hit hard for her dribble.
Got nailed as she was near the basket.
Whistle that one on Stewart, just her first personal. That's just the 6th team foul on Dexter, and Lovington gets just their 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And coming up on the court after a hard fall, going to the line is going to be
Buendia,
and she makes it.
And that snaps a long scoring drought for Lovington.
So 40-35 now, 21.54 seconds left on the clock as Lovington trails by 5. Second shot by Buendia is up, and this one is short. And it is Stewart who handles it last. Nope.
Now they're going to say got poked from behind by Buendia.
She said nope, she didn't touch it, and the refs say she didn't touch it. So it's going to be Stewart. And there's going to be a timeout by Wade Scott before Stewart can inbound the ball. So 40-35, just seconds left to go in this one, as Coach Scott apparently maybe a little strategy here, but Dexter has this one.
Yeah, if you're Coach Scott, you've got to get your shooters in the game, and you've got to find them a little bit of room. They've gotten 3 3-pointers from Myra Castro. She's obviously found the range, and he's got some other girls who are not afraid to shoot it from beyond the arc, but he's got to move quickly with under 20 seconds to go. The defense has done a great job. 47 turnovers forced by Dexter, but the offense has just not responded in this opening game of the 2021-2022
nope,
season.
They have turned over. They have taken turnovers and either turned it back over,
yeah, we've
or
got
they
31
have taken.
so far.
They've taken a lot more shots, and they have had a lot more looks and taken more shots and missed more shots than has Dexter in this game. And Dexter has not fouled very much.
No, I mean 6 fouls through, and in the first they only had 4 fouls, so only 10 fouls through nearly 32 minutes of play time.
But Lovington putting 35 points on the board with just an uneven execution tonight as Dexter gets the ball in. Miramontes has it, and they get it back to Cabos. Crosses the timeline on the right side, looking for room. They're looking to just keep the ball away from Lovington. Lovington's going to have to foul, and they do, as running all over the back of.
But with only 1.7 seconds to go,
there's nothing that can be done at this point. 1.74 seconds left on the clock. Still 40-35. Lovington trailing, and it will be Lovington. It will be a foul of course. Lovington making the foul. And at the line is going to be Miramontes.
For the 1-and-1.
And the first one is up, no good. Rebound taken. And before Dominguez can even cross the timeline, the buzzer sounds. So your final in this one is 40-35. Dexter beating Lovington. We'll be back to wrap this one up and get ready for the Lovington boys tip-off with more Lovington Lady Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com for No Walmart Digital. And welcome back to Lovington Lady Wildcat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com for No Walmart Digital. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle. Your final score in this one, 40-35, as the Lovington Lady Cats led most of the way, but let Dexter get back into this one in the fourth quarter. They ended up pulling away and ending up with a 5-point victory over the Lovington girls. So with the recap on the scoring, how'd it go, TJ?
Quick look at the final numbers for the Dexter Lady Demons, 2 in double figures, and Zoe Stewart and Nayeli Kobos both with 16 points in the game. Jasmine Duran chips in 4 points to go along with 12 rebounds. She was the high rebounder in the game. Nalani Kobos with 2, Alexa Miramontes with 2. Collectively, as a team, Dexter with 40 rebounds in the ball game. They go 7 of 19 from the charity stripe. Score 6 in the first, 12 in the second, 4 in the third, and 18 in the fourth. That's how they get to their 40. They did turn the ball over 47 times in the ball game, but the Lady Cats not able to capitalize. Turning the page for your Lovington Lady Wildcats, Myra Castro leads the way with 9 points in the ball game, 7 for Celeste Dominguez, 6 points Malaya Castro, 4 points Katie Bell, 4 points Erlyn Salcido, 3 points for Elizabeth Buendia, and 2 points for Jalen Aranda. Lovington, not many chances from the free throw line, just go 2 of 4 from the stripe. Leading rebounder tonight, Salcido and Dominguez, each with 7 for Lovington, who had 38 rebounds in the ball game. They get 10 in the first, 9 in the second, 8 in the third, and 8 in the fourth. That's how they get to their 35, but 37 turnovers for Lovington as they fall to 0-1 on the season as they get ready for the Denver City tournament this weekend.
And they will be playing those games. So we will have their next game on Tuesday night. They are going to be here playing Eunice, and the boys are going to be away in Clovis, I believe, that night, right? The Lovington boys will be in Clovis and the Lovington girls here at Wildcat Gym. We actually will have the Lovington girls game for you here on the air.
Yes, we will.
On KZOR. So
no,
that
it'll be on the
okay,
stream.
From the stream, not on KZOR, but Lovington on the Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. So we will have that for you. And the Lovington boys game is coming up here in just a few. 15 minutes left on the pregame clock for the Lovington boys. So we will take a break and come back again. Once again, your final on this one, the Lovington Lady Cats fighting and leading for most of the game, but letting Dexter come in and steal it away in that fourth quarter, ending up 40-35. So good luck to our Lady Cats as they enter tournament play. There's nothing like good tournament play early on in the season to help sharpen you up and to go on a fast learning curve. So we hope that on Tuesday night maybe we'll see a little bit more discipline play, fewer turnovers, maybe a little better, a little higher percentage of shooting from the floor than we saw tonight, but not bad for their first game out. Like you, I like the energy, I like the aggression, I like the quicker style of play. They just need to catch up. They need to take care of the ball a little better, and they're moving, but they're not taking care of the ball quite well enough and allowing teams to go ahead and turn it over on them. So we'll do a wrap, and we'll be back with more of your Lovington basketball. Of course, you will hear the next game, the Lovington boys, on 94.1 FM on
stream only.
Okay, so I asked that question, and I thought I had the answer that was on the air earlier this afternoon. I'm wrong. So we'll be back, though, right here. So keep it right here for more basketball action from Wildcat Gym.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lovington Wildcat Basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and the Lovington tab at HobbsAmerica.com. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for joining us tonight, or thanks for staying with us tonight. The Lovington Lady Cats falling earlier 40-35 to the Lady Demons. The Lovington Wildcats looking for a much better result tonight. Let's go ahead and give you the starters for the visiting Dexter Demons. It'll be number 5, Justice Santos. Number 10, Josh Duran. Number 11, Jorge Nahara. Number 34, Julian Sanchez. And number 45, Kevin Villalobos. For your Lovington Wildcats, starters tonight will be number 3, Adam Aguilera. Number 4, Tayton Hilliard. Number 5, Isaac Henson. Number 12, Joey Villalobos. And number 24, Joseph Perez. Coach Casey Pack, of course, in his third year as the boys head coach for the Wildcats, and really making the playoffs his first year. Last year, it came down to 4 free throws that kept him out of the playoffs. So looking for a different result as we get back to normal basketball here tonight. The Wildcats will be in the home whites with the blue letters and numbers. Dexter will be in the road blues. So Dawn Morgan, exciting night already with the Lady Cats falling late, and now the Lovington Wildcats looking to get their season off in a good way.
And the Lady Cats were able to come out. They looked very energetic, very ready tonight for the start of their game. We'll see what the Lovington boys can put together as well. They should be able to come into this game with a lot of confidence based on the season, not the earlier this year, just a few months ago as we finished up the COVID delayed, seasons, compressed seasons for all of the sports. So Lovington getting ready to tip this one off here tonight.
As Tayton Hilliard will take the jump at center court against Kevin Villalobos. And, of course, last time we called the Wildcats game, they won a state championship. That was just on Saturday. Of course, different sport, as the opening tip will be controlled by the Wildcats as Henson will get it up in front of the Stray Cat Band. Coming near side with Aguilera. Cats moving from the right to the left. Adam will take it around to the left side, hand it off to Isaac. Tosses it back out to Tayton as they'll work it to Perez. He goes in on the right lane, puts up a high shot, won't fall, and the rebound batted around and finally going to be controlled by Villalobos. Cats will reset. Left corner, Villalobos for 3 and in and out, no good. And Santos will bring down the rebound for Dexter. Just underway here at Wildcat Gym, as Duran will control it for the Demons into the front court, gets a screen, throws it inside, and throws it away right into the hands of Tayton Hilliard. Hilliard will keep it himself, spins out of trouble, and will cross over the big cat. Over to Villalobos in front of the student section. Little crossover as Santos comes out to guard. Handing it off to Henson, takes it to the free throw line, drives in, left-hand scoop shot, up and no good, and the rebound by Duran. Little bounce pass goes through the middle, and the ball is loose on the floor, and it'll just keep rolling, and it'll go out, and that'll be the second quick turnover for the Dexter Demons. 1 minute into this, still looking for the first bucket of the season are both of these squads. Opening game for both Dexter and Lovington. Here he'll bring it up in front of the scorer's table, goes between the legs as he works against Nahara. Takes it to the left block, puts up a left-hand scoop off of the glass, and the rebound by Sanchez. So Sanchez to the front court with Perez on him, very tight. Backs him off a little bit, now will toss it to Duran as Dexter will set the offense. Coach Herrera calling out his offense from the bench to our left. Picking up the dribble is Duran in front of the Stray Cats. Will just bounce it to Nahara, who takes it through the left lane, puts up a jump shot, no good, and the ball batted around and out of bounds, and it will be last touched by Lovington. Villalobos, I think, touched that one last. For Coach Casey Pack, he's going to go ahead and send in his first sub of the game. It'll be Betancourt. Zadrick Betancourt will go in for Villalobos. Dexter basketball on the right side of the Lovington bucket. As Duran looks to inbound, he'll toss it in. Ball floated around on the court. Third quick turnover for Dexter. So Lovington basketball as Betancourt will leave it off in the backcourt for Aguilera. Adam will bring it up from the left to the right. As picking him up as he crosses the timeline will be Duran. Over to Hilliard, uses up the dribble to Perez. Left wing for 3, off the mark and into the hands of Duran. His second rebound of the ball game. 2 minutes in and still no score in the early going of this one. Bounce pass to Nahara, goes into the low post, puts up the left-hand scoop, no good, and going high for the rebound is Henson. Henson on the outlet pass, getting it to Hilliard, goes off the glass. Won't fall, but he is fouled. Whistle the foul on Duran. First personal, first team foul, and that should put Tayton at the line for 2.
Well, some cold shooting in this one so far. I don't know if it's first game jitters. A lot of looks by both teams, but no scoring yet, and that's kind of how the girls' game started as well, with just a lot of changes of possession back and forth, but no scoring.
So Tayton Hilliard at the line, chance to break the ice on this season for the Wildcats. First for Tayton is up, and it is too hard off the back of the iron. I'm going to blame it on no time to practice because they were working on football. It does take these kids are in good shape, but it does take a little while to get your basketball legs under you. Hilliard's second shot is up, and that is good. And so Lovington will break the ice, leading 1-0, 5:47 to go here in the first. Full court press is on for the Wildcats. Ball knocked away by Perez, and it'll go into the Dexter bench, and it'll be Demon basketball. Santos to inbound from in front of the Dexter bench. Perez on him, very tight. Full court press is on. He'll toss it into the backcourt. Duran will have it. On him tight is Henson. Henson and Hilliard team up. Duran still in the backcourt. Finally will cross into the offensive zone for the Demons. Throwing it left side to Sanchez, who tries to get it underneath. And a shot blocked, but right back into the hands of Duran. Ball loose on the court. Still loose on the court as Henson tries to come up with it. They'll call jump ball. And the possession arrow will stay with Dexter. But good pressure put on by Henson on the far side of the court as Dexter's kind of kicked it around a little bit. Julian Arroyo will check in for the Wildcats as Hilliard will check out, take a little breather here. And the inbound will be from Santos on the far side of the court. Lovington 1, Dexter nothing. 5:25 remaining first quarter. Season opener for both of these squads. So Santos will inbound, will toss it in front of the Stray Cats, gets it to Duran. Duran to the free throw line, almost loses it. Nahara will save it, but a quick foul going to be called. Arroyo on the push. His first personal, first team foul on the Wildcats. It will be on the floor. So they'll move Santos over to inbound it from in between the Lovington bench and the scorers table. To Nahara in the backcourt, takes it to the left wing, tosses over, almost loses it, and a collision and a double dribble called as Villalobos runs into his screen man Duran. That'll be the fourth turnover for Dexter. Lovington needs to capitalize. So Betancourt will inbound it, tosses to Aguilera in the backcourt as Dexter drops back in a 1-2-2 zone. Adam into the left corner for Henson. Isaac will start his drive in, takes it underneath and bounces it off the glass with two hands and good. 3-0, Lovington in the lead. Full court press is on. Almost a foul called, no whistle. Still good pressure as Lovington tries to save it, and they will save it into the middle of the court. Lovington will bring it back. Adam off of the glass and up and in. Pardon me, that was Arroyo. Lovington on a 5-0 run to start the game. As the pressure is on and the ball goes out of bounds, trying to save it is Perez. He will, but into the hands of Duran for Dexter, and now we will have a foul call. The question is it going to be on Perez or Betancourt? As they put Duran in a Wildcat sandwich, they're going to whistle the block on Betancourt. His second personal, second team foul on Lovington. As Villalobos and Enriquez will check into the ball game for the Cats. And a timeout early going to be taken by Coach Adam Herrera for Dexter. While we've got a moment, say a big thank you to all the good folks who make Wildcat basketball possible and Wildcat sports in general, including Devon Energy, the Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Stone Oilfield Services, Navajo Refining Company, Norley Hospital, Now Pharmacy, Man Welding, Bob Thriftway, and the First American Bank of Lovington. So an early 5-0 run, Dawn, but the Cats have had more looks than that at the bucket. So it'll be Wildcat basketball out of the timeout. Actually, it'll be Demon basketball out of the timeout. On the floor for the Cats, it'll be Enriquez, Perez, Arroyo, Villalobos, and Betancourt. Out for Dexter, it'll be Villalobos, Sanchez, Nahara, Duran, and Santos. So the starting five still on the floor for the 3A Demons. 3A, 4A matchup here tonight at Wildcat Gym. Inbound comes to Duran. Lovington tries to trap him up. Still in the backcourt. Looking for some help is Santos. Throws a wild one, and that'll go into the Lovington bench and out of bounds. That'll be the sixth turnover quickly for the Dexter Demons. Lovington this season not with a lot of size, but a lot of speed. According to Coach Casey Pack, as Enriquez will run the point, brings it to the front court, gets bodied by Naharan O'Call. Takes it over to the far sideline, gets a screen from Betancourt. Enriquez tossing it to Arroyo, left wing for three, and bang! Julian Arroyo with 5 points in the ballgame makes it 8-0. First tree of the season for the Wildcats. Into the front court is Calderon, just checking into the ballgame for Dexter. Lovington traps him up. Nahara weaves through traffic, loses off at his foot, into the hands of the Wildcats. Tossing it forward to a breaking Perez, off the right glass and up and in for Joseph. His first bucket of the ball game makes it 10-0. Lovington rolls here early. The pressure, Dexter having all kinds of problem with the ball on the floor. Perez will get it, strips it away, into a breaking Arroyo and up and in. Julian now with 7 points, and it's 12-0. And a steal coming back are the Cats. Left corner, Villalobos, three on the way, too hard, off the iron, and into the hands of Sanchez, his second rebound. Sanchez feeds it forward to a breaking Duran, left corner. Looking for some help as Lovington quickly drops back on defense. Throw it underneath, trying to get it into Sanchez, who boots the ball, and it is out of bounds. 10 quick turnovers for Dexter. Fresh legs going to check in for the Wildcats. As number 32, I didn't have a 32 on my roster. I believe that's Martin Salcido into the ball game. Well, no, Martin's down there, 33, so I'll have to find out who 32 is. To Hilliard, who checks back in, gets the screen, drives in hard, puts it up off the glass, and count it, and the foul. 3 points for Tayton Hilliard, and he'll go to the line for the and one. And they will call the block on Julian Sanchez. That'll be his first personal. That'll be the second team foul on Dexter, and for the second time, Tayton Hilliard heads to the line, this time for the and one. Lovington up 14-0. 3 minutes exactly remaining in the first quarter. So Tayton at the line, about a 50-50 shooter as Coach Casey Pack wants to take a timeout. 3 minutes remaining in the first. Lovington timeout. I believe it is. Nope, it'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a quick breather. This is Wildcat Basketball on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and on the Lovington tab at HobbsAmerica.com. Back here at Wildcat Gym, Wildcat Basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Alongside Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Lovington on a 14-0 run to start this ball game, and that has got to be exactly like Coach Casey Pack scripted it. Great to have you with us tonight. Season opener for the Lady Cats and the Wildcats. And again, trying to figure out number 32. Actually, I think that may be Ezekiel Guzman. I do not see a 30 on the bench, so I'm going to go with Guzman wearing 32 tonight. You know, he was 30 on the roster that was provided earlier in the game. And a question now for the officials going on as to what's going on. It should be an and one for Tayton Hilliard, who's got 3 points here in this first quarter. Again, Lovington leading 14-0 in the early going. So, yeah, it'll be the and one for Tayton. Well, they're clearing everybody out. At some point, a technical got called. So Tayton should get the and one and then the technicals. So Tayton will put that one up and, in and out. I don't know how that one did not fall. And so now they're going to point the other way. And a foul on the Wildcats, a technical called on Betancourt. And so taking the free throws will be Josh Duran for Dexter. That'll also give him possession. Duran will put his first one up, and it's too hard off the back of the iron. No good. So the score remains 14-0. Technicals have kind of plagued the Wildcats the last couple of seasons. They play with an awful lot of passion, but sometimes need to work on their control. Second one is up, and Josh Duran will finally get Dexter on the board. Our score is 14-1. And now they're going to say Lovington basketball. If they're shooting the technicals, I'm not sure why it's our basketball, but okay. So Zadrick Betancourt will inbound it from in front of the student section for the Wildcats. And, well, now we're going to have a question as to, unless we had offsetting technicals,
as to who should have possession and be inbounding the ball. I believe that's probably the question.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a technical on us, it should be Dexter ball after they shot the free throws. And yeah,
no.
So there must have been a technical called on Dexter as well. And so there's still some question, and I think Coach Adam Herrera questioning the same, asking the same question that maybe we are up here. So we're still trying to work this one out. And the refs, I think, have decided that it will be Wildcat ball. All right, so Wildcat basketball as Betancourt will inbound it. Lovington up 14-1. Gets it into Enriquez. Mason will hand it off to Tayton. Tayton in the left wing gets a screen from Betancourt into the right corner. Thinking about the three is Arroyo. Now they'll just work it around. 2:48 remaining first quarter. Lovington up 14-1. To Enriquez. Starts his run, then brings it back as Nahara picks him up between the rings. Now to Hilliard. Tayton will take it in, tosses right corner. Arroyo, three on the way, too hard, in and out, but Julian will get his own rebound, drives through and puts it up with the left hand and in. Julian Arroyo in fuego in this first quarter, and they are going to call a turnover as they say that Brandon Calderon put the ball down in play and then got it back. That's the 11th turnover on Dexter. They are all out of sorts. 16-1, Lovington in command here early. Inbound to Hilliard, who gets bumped, and it'll go out of bounds, but they're going to say Tayton touched it last. So that'll be the first turnover for Lovington. So I guess the basketball gods determining that maybe that ball wasn't quite the in-out they thought. So back into the game will be Justice Santos. Throws it in, full court presses on for Lovington. It's a bad pass thrown away. Lovington with the basketball. Henson back in the ball game. Henson to Enriquez. Enriquez backs it up to the big cat. Directs traffic, running the point. High pass, Tayton handles it over on the right side. Tayton with the screen, brings it top of the arc. Starts his run in, leaves it off. Arroyo, head fake. Hippity hop through the right wing, and they are going to say floor foul before the shot got off. On the Dexter Demons. They're going to whistle that one on Jorge Nahara, his first personal, third team foul on Dexter. And it'll stay Lovington basketball. Right now, Dexter just trying to do anything they can to try and slow this Wildcat squad down. The Lovington basketball has Arroyo into Enriquez. Enriquez right at center court with Nahara on him. Picks up the dribble, gets it over to Isaac. Isaac to Tayton. He drives in the left lane, puts up the left hand runner, no good. And the rebound brought down by Duran, his third. Duran waving through traffic, almost loses the ball, and it is loose, and it will go back into the hands of the Wildcats. Henson, left wing, three on the way, in and out, won't fall, and the rebound is going to be brought down by Dexter. As corralling that one was Nahara, his first personal, and we'll have a foul called on Mason Enriquez, his first personal, third team foul on the Wildcats. Joseph Perez checks back into the ball game for Lovington. Perez, Arroyo, Aguilera, Henson, and Hilliard for your Wildcats. Dos Santos will inbound. The Cats' pressure has been intense here early. Santos feeds it to a breaking Duran near side, and he is going to travel, takes that extra little step, and they whistle him for it. 14 turnovers for Dexter. 90 seconds remaining, first quarter, 16-1 in favor of your Lovington Wildcats. The inbound will come to Aguilera, runs the point. Nahara picks him up in the backcourt. Into the front court with Tayton. Hilliard just being patient to Arroyo. Gets a screen from Perez. Back through the legs. Julian uses up the dribble. Nice little pass, gets it to Perez. Left wing and on the way, no good. Left elbow, pardon me. And the rebound brought down by Edgar Lopez for Dexter. Lopez, though, losing the ball on the floor. There to save it is Duran, far side. Tosses back to Nahara, who brings it up under intense pressure. Onto the far side for Duran in front of the Stray Cat band. Works it from the left to the right. Out on him is Arroyo. 48 seconds to go in the first. Tossing over Lopez, 3, left corner, on the way, no good, and the rebound by Aguilera. Adam rips it down and will start it back up the court. Crosses over, now get it into Isaac, left wing. Top of the arc for Hilliard. 3 on the way, and bang! Tatum Hilliard, 6 points in the first quarter, and Lovington on a run, 19-1. 25 seconds remaining. Duran has it knocked away into the hands of the Wildcats. 15th turnover. Tossing over, a bad pass, somehow saved by Perez, who drives through and count the bucket and the foul. I don't know how he found the room to make that one, but he did. And Lovington rolling 21-1. Foul going to be called on Duran, his second personal, 4th team foul on Dexter. So Joseph to the line for the and one. Cats collectively 1 of 3 from the line in the first quarter.
Dexter gamely hanging in there, but the Lovington's lead and dominance not challenged really at all. They're showing and stretching away.
Yeah, Dexter going to have to find a new plan in the break between quarters here. So Perez at the line for the and one. Joseph Isaac puts it up, and that one is too hard, and we'll have a whistle and a lane violation on the Wildcats. No, the free throw wouldn't have counted even had it gone. So it'll be Dexter basketball with 15 seconds to go here in the first. Lovington up by 20. Bounce pass in to Isaac Ramirez. Just checked into the ballgame. Loses the basketball into the hands of the Wildcats, but the Cats immediately throw it right back away, trying to find a little space. Dexter basketball, far side of the court. Now the refs are going to confer over in the left corner, and yep, they decide it is Dexter basketball. So Omar Loya, well, I thought he was going to inbound, but it'll be Nahara to inbound right of the Wildcat bucket. Perez will contest the inbound. They'll get it into Ramirez. Ramirez loses it into the hands of Perez. 17th turnover. Joseph puts it up, in and out, no good. Gets his own rebound and fights for it, loses the basketball, and it'll go off of his foot and out of bounds with 0.2 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Lovington 21, Dexter 1. Nahara to Loya on stolen away immediately on the inbound, and at the buzzer the shot is up, but no good, and not, well, it was good, but not in time. We've played a quarter here at Wildcat Gym. Lovington 21, Dexter 1. This is Wildcat basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Welcome back to Wildcat basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Alongside Don Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Wildcats leading 21-1 as we start the second quarter. Wildcat basketball from our friends at Devon Energy, the Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lee County Electric Cooperative, and Stone Oilfield Services, just to name a few. We appreciate their support of Wildcat basketball. So a magnificent run for the Wildcats, a 20-point lead after the first quarter. Couldn't have gone any better for Coach Casey Pack, Don Morgan.
Well, Lovington, with, that Lovington's got a couple of classifications on Dexter, and they're just too much. Dexter just outmanned and outgunned.
Into the left corner, 3 on the way, no good, and the rebound going to be brought down by number 22 for the Wildcats, and I don't have a number 22. Oh, yep, there he is. It's Anson. He was a late addition. And the ball will go out of bounds, but poked by Dexter. Lovington basketball, 20-point lead. Hilliard, Aguilera, Henson, and Marquez on the floor for the Cats, as is Salcido. It'll be Henson. Isaac, jump stop, almost loses the basketball, and nope, they're going to call the foul before the travel. So Dexter bailing out Lovington right there. And they will whistle that one. The act foul going to be called, I want to say, on Omar Loya. See what they put up on the board for that. It'll stay Lovington basketball. Yep, it will be on Loya. So the inbound will come to Tate and Hilliard. Hilliard, top of the arc. Henson for three on the way and off the front of the iron, and the rebound made by Loya. Loya almost losing it. There to save it is Nahara. Nahara under pressure loses it. Into the hands of Henson. Get it over to Aguilera. Adam, though, bobbles it, has to move it out. Aguilera tosses out, and that'll be Tate and Hilliard controls. Hand it off to Adam. Adam, jump stop in front of the free throw line. Give it off to Henson. Little push shot is up and in for Isaac. He's got 4 points in the ball game. 23-1, a 22-point lead. We may get into running clock by halftime of this one. Bad pass kicked by Lovington. It'll stay in the hands of the Dexter Demons. Full court press has been on the whole game for the Wildcats. Trying to weave through traffic is Ramirez. He'll lose it. 20th turnover, and up and in is Tate Hilliard off of the left glass. Tate with 8 points in the first half. 25-1, Lovington rolls. Ramirez into the right corner. Long two for Villalobos. It's an air ball and into the hands of Henson. Henson to Hilliard. Bounce pass to Aguilera. Right side and up and in for Adam. His first bucket of the ball game. 27-1. And the full court press stays on. Ramirez almost loses it. Nahara in the backcourt. Takes it up under pressure. Takes it right to left. Will finally get it in. Almost loses it. We'll save it to Loya. Loya, though, loses it off of his foot and into the hands of Hilliard. Tatum hands it off. Gives it, gets it right back. Long cross-court pass. Aguilera thinks about the three. Now take it in. Tries the underneath shovel to Salcido, but too hard for Martin to handle, and it is off his hands and out of bounds. That'll be the fourth turnover for the Wildcats. 6:02 remains in the first half. Lovington up 27-1. To Villalobos. To Nahara, full court press on, almost losing it. Somehow Villalobos will get it back. Goes in, no palm ball call to Loya. 3-point on the way, and that one is off the mark. And the rebound going to be brought down by Henson, his third. Isaac on the outlet pass to Tatum, who takes it off the right glass. Hilliard with 10, 29-1. Lovington on an 8-0 run to start this second quarter. Pass almost knocked away in front of the Stray Cats. It'll be saved by Loya, who cycles it back out. Tosses to Nahara. Nahara starts his run in, will go in, and he's going to be rejected by Henson to Aguilera. Back the other way. Adam will take it and off the glass, but the rebound will be made by Salcido. Salcido, a little turnaround push shot. He's fouled. Martin will head to the line for two. And the foul going to be called on Villalobos, his first personal, sixth team foul. Right now, fouling seems to be about the only way Dexter's had to slow this Wildcat team down. So Salcido at the line. Martin will bend the knees, puts up the first one, and that one is off the mark. Lovington last year only about a 50-50 proposition from the free throw line. Well, something Coach Casey Pack would like to work a little bit more on as Villalobos checks back into the ball game for the Wildcats, as Henson will take a seat and a breather. Second for Salcido, and that one is high off the glass and good. His first varsity points. Makes it 30-1, and a timeout going to be taken by Coach Adam Herrera of the Dexter Demons. It will be a full timeout. While we've got a moment, say a big thank you to all the good folks who make Wildcat sports possible, including Navajo Refining Company, Norley Hospital, Now Pharmacy, Man Welding, Bob Thriftway, and the First American Bank of Lovington. So Lovington leading 30-1 over the 3A Demons. I think Lovington right now trying to make a little bit of a statement, Dawn.
Well, I think they're just trying to play the best basketball that they can, and they're certainly, if they were playing a team and when they play teams that are 5A teams, they go into it playing, knowing that they're trying to play their best, and they don't expect any quarter given to them by teams that are, that are a classification ahead of them. So they're playing Dexter. Dexter is certainly going into it playing the best basketball they can against a team that really is outmanning them and outgunning and outclassing them. But it's not because a lack of effort. Dexter is in there and working, but they're just getting the ball stripped away, stolen away, and Lovington is just proving that they're a team that made it all the way to the championship game last season. So they're a team to be reckoned with in their own classification, much less above one.
Adam Sanchez will check into the ball game for the Wildcats. Checking in will be Brandon Calderon for the Demons. Lovington up 30-1. Of course, probably going to be a much tougher test in Denver City this weekend, as the inbound will come to Villalobos, as Villalobos and Villalobos fighting, as Villalobos will switch off onto Calderon. Still in the backcourt. He's got to get it into the front court. He will to Loya, over to Duran. Tosses out, and that one's going to be stolen away. 22nd turnover as Arroyo takes it coast to coast off the steal. Up and in. Julian with 11 leads the way for the Wildcats. And that'll be Calderon to inbound, and that one is going to be immediately stolen away. Going up, and shot going to be no good. Rebound made by Enriquez, who got the steal. Kicks it around, but it'll be saved out near center court by Arroyo. Arroyo tried the outlet, nobody there, but managed to get it right back off of the tip. Hands it off to Mason. Enriquez in the right corner to cutting Villalobos through the paint and up and in. Villalobos, his first bucket of the season. 34-1, Cats in the lead. The pressure intensifies. To Duran in the front court, almost loses it to Enriquez. Will save it, but he has a long bounce. 24th turnover on the outlet pass. Enriquez taking it up, no good, but Villalobos there with the rebound and the putback. 4 points and 2 boards for Joey Villalobos, and the inbound is going to be tipped and stolen away. Cats put up a shot, no good. Enriquez with the rebound. His putback is no good, and it'll be finally rebounded by Omar Loya. 3:56 remaining here in the first half, and we'll have a foul called on Mason Enriquez, his second personal. Just the 4th team foul on Lovington. They've played tough pressure, but have played pretty clean.
Really not a lot of fouls total in this first half.
No, really hadn't. Just 10 total between the two teams. Lovington up by 35. It does not start running clock until the second half. So the inbound will come to Josh Duran from Calderon. Duran will keep it himself as Lovington drops back in a 1-2-2 zone. Duran almost loses it as Enriquez will knock it away. Mason has been everywhere out there. Enriquez probably the smallest player on the court, giving up about an inch or two to everybody. He's going to be close to Omar Loya. So to Calderon, goes behind the back, drives through, kicks it off to Loya. Now inside, trying to get it to their Villalobos, and he'll be fouled underneath. Be in the paint, but it'll be on the floor. Let's see who they whistle it on. They're going to call the block on Lovington, going to call that on Bentoncourt. His second personal, 5th team foul on the Cats. 3:37 remaining, first half. Lovington all over the Demons, 36-1. So it'll be Calderon, I think they inbound it. Yeah, he'll take it in from pretty much right under the Lovington bucket. Calderon looks to get it in under pressure from Sanchez, and it'll be stolen away on the inbound by the Cats. Cats come running back the other way. Arroyo, Bentoncourt, right corner for 3, and that one is off the mark. And the tap out, it'll be finally controlled by Villalobos. Joey tries to get it underneath to Sanchez, and knocked away by Villalobos for Dexter. Stays Lovington basketball. So Enriquez will pull the trigger on the inbound from left of the Dexter bucket. Mason looks for somebody to spring free. Top of the arc, Arroyo. 3 on the way from the inbound. That one is off the iron, and the rebound by Duran, his 4th. Lovington going to keep pressuring. Now they'll drop a little bit. Finding a soft spot is Loya into the front court and tossing it underneath to Kevin Villalobos, and he'll finally get Dexter in the books in this second quarter, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for the and 1. Foul going to be whistled on Adam Sanchez, his first personal, 6th team foul on the Wildcats. So Villalobos at the line, got the bucket, now shoots the and 1. 36-3, Lovington up, still 3 minutes remaining in this first half of play. 3:10 to be exact. So Villalobos got the bucket. Now he'll go for the and one. Second trip to the line for Dexter, and that shot is going to be no good, and the rebound going to be made by Ezekiel Guzman. Guzman will leave it off in the backcourt. Arroyo, a little shake and bake move as he brings it into the offensive zone under two. Enriquez and up and in. Count the bucket and the foul for Ezekiel. The Dexter fans in attendance not liking the call, and the hack going to be called on Kevin Villalobos. That'll be his second personal. Be the 7th team foul. Lovington will be in the bonus as Guzman at the line for the and one, and a whistle sounded before, and they're pointing over towards Lovington. I think they're going to call a lane violation. 38-3, Lovington in the lead. So the lane violation whistled, and so it'll go back into the hands of the Dexter Demons. Trying to move it faster and going to be stolen away again. Has taken it up and in off of the steals. Edric Betancourt. 39-3, now 40-3. Lovington continues to roll. Betancourt will steal the inbound away again. 28 turnover. Adric will just dribble it around. Now gives it off to Enriquez underneath to a wide open Guzman, who bounces it up and in. 42-3. And I thought those were boos. I think that's fans chanting goose. So into the front court. Betancourt to Loy, who's wide open, had trouble controlling it. Back to Nahara, underneath to Sanchez, who almost loses the basketball to Guzman. And it will be stripped away. 29th turnover for Dexter. To Villalobos, who goes coast to coast, too high off the glass. And underneath the rebound, fighting for it, and coming away with it is Julian Sanchez, his third. And we'll have a foul called as trying to tie up the Demon player. That was Duran, is one of the Cats. That should mean we take the long walk down the court. I don't know if they called the tie ball. Yep, okay, they did call it. So who did they whistle it on? They'll whistle that one on Arroyo, his second personal, 7th team foul. Dexter is in the bonus, 2:06 remaining first half. But Lovington up by 39, 42-3 is the score. So Duran will take the long walk down for the 1 and 1, and he's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 2:06 remains here in this first half, in a half that has been all Wildcats. So we at the top of the 8 o'clock hour. Duran's shot is up and gets the front end of the 1 and 1, so he'll get to shoot one more. 42-4 though. Not a lot of bright spots for Dexter. They've done pretty well on the rebounding side of things. We'll look at that in the Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. Second one will roll in. Duran with 3 points leads the way for Dexter. Arroyo to the front court, pulls up in the right block. Now to Betancourt. Takes it into the right lane. Scoop shot no good. Goose back up, and his shot won't fall. It is too high, but he's fouled. He'll head to the line for the 1 and 1. Or will it be a 2-shot foul? Whistle going to be called on Duran. His third personal, 8th team foul on Dexter. Guzman at the line where he's 0 of 1. Now he's 1 of 1. He's got 5 points in the ball game. So Lovington cruising here. Second for Guzman on the way and pushes that one through. 6 points in the second quarter for Guzman. Makes it 44-5. Lovington continues to stretch things out. Villalobos guarding Sanchez on the inbound. Enriquez comes back to help. Wild pass got by Duran through Duress. Underneath trying to get a cutting Villalobos, but the ball kicked by a sprinting Betancourt, and it'll stay Dexter basketball. 1:43 remaining first half. Lovington well in control of this one. Dexter just outmanned and outgunned right now. Duran on the inbound. Directs traffic, gets it in right at the 5 count. Long inbound back near center court to Nahara. Enriquez on him. Tossing off to Villalobos near side. Now trying to get it into the right corner for Duran, and he is going to get fouled by Villalobos. The push, his first personal, 8-team foul on Lovington. And that will send Duran back to the line for another shot at a 1 and 1. Really most of the offense for the Demons coming from the free throw line. Things stand like they are right now. We will be in running clock to start the second half. Duran's first shot is up, and that one's no good. Misses the front end of the 1-and-1. The rebound by Betancourt, his first. Outlet near side to Enriquez, to a cutting Betancourt up the left lane, and with the left hand up and in. 4 points for Betancourt. 46-5. Lovington stretching it out to a 41-point lead. Bad pass, or maybe the perfect pass, goes right to Loya in the offensive zone. Lovington screens itself out, gives Loya a run, and trying to get back on it is Arroyo. So that'll be a two-shot foul for Loya. And they're not going to whistle that one on Arroyo. I think they're going to whistle that one instead on Betancourt. Yeah, they put it up on their 23, but it's on our 23. 19 foul. So Loya at the line for two. Puts the first one up. It is off the mark. It is a two-shot foul. Checking into the ball game will be Martin Salcido. He'll go in for Guzman, who will take a seat. Betancourt, Arroyo, Enriquez, Salcido, and Villalobos on the court for the Cats. Second shot on the way for Omar Loya, and that one is off the mark. No good. Fight for the rebound, and Villalobos will come down with it. He'll put a shot back up and leans through, and going to draw the foul and the contact from the Wildcats. And they're going to call the push foul on Betancourt. That'll be his fourth. I think Zadrick's probably going to have to sit down here. That'll also be the 10th team foul on Lovington, so it will put the double bonus up on the Demons side of the board. So at the line will be Kevin Villalobos, 0 of 1 from the stripe. This will be a two-shot foul. As Dexter goes into the double bonus.
Just 1:07 left to play in this first half. 46-5 your score.
Villalobos bends the knees. Eyes the first one and doesn't get the roll. He's 0 for 2 from the line. And really this happens sometimes in sport as Betancourt will check out. Checking in will be Anson Marquez. You just have a disastrous half where nothing goes your way. And that's really kind of been the story of this first half for the Demons. Playing hard, but Lovington's pressure too much has forced 29 turnovers thus far. Second on the way for Villalobos, and that one is good. Villalobos with 3 points in the half. Into the front court come the Wildcats. Arroyo tossing over to Marquez. Marquez, Villalobos, back to Enriquez. Mason drives in, hippity hop up, and no good. And a long rebound going to be made by Villalobos, his fourth. Villalobos to Enriquez, pushes it up with both hands and in. Mason has his first bucket of the ball game. Cats leading 48-6. 45 seconds remaining first half. Full court press still on. Naharas strips it away. Underneath to Villalobos, and Joey puts it up with the left hand. He's got 6 points, 50-6. Going to be a very quick second half at this rate. Sanchez to Nahara to Villalobos. Long two, 18-footer, no good. Ball loose on the court, and finally going to be come away with Enriquez with it. Enriquez, Arroyo, right wing, three, and off the mark. Tip and into the hands of Villalobos. His putback won't fall, and the rebound will be made by their Villalobos. That's Kevin Villalobos with 7 seconds to go to the front court. Come the Demons. Nahara, right corner, three on the way from Duran. No good, and the putback at the buzzer will not fall. And Lovington taking it to the Dexter Demons in the first half. It's Lovington 50, Dexter 6. We'll take a timeout, come back with your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know How halftime show. This is Wildcat Basketball on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat basketball from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Halftime here at Wildcat Gym, and it is all Lovington in the first half. They lead this one 50-6. Alongside Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us. Opening round of the season for both the Wildcats and the Dexter Demons. Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from our friends at Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and you know you're going to, trust the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Let's take a look at the numbers. We'll start with the visiting Dexter Demons. Not a lot to talk about with just 6 points on the board. Josh Duran and Kevin Villalobos each with 3 points, I should say, for the Dexter Demons, and that's all the scoring. And with the exception of just one bucket, it's all come from the line. So 4 of 9 collectively from the free throw line are the Dexter Demons. Josh Duran with 4 rebounds in the first half for Dexter. 3 for Villalobos, 3 for Julian Sanchez, 2 for Omar Loyal, 1 for Edgar Lopez, 1 for Jorge Nahara, and 1 for Justice Santos. 15 rebounds as a team for Dexter in that first half. They turned the ball over 30 times in the first half. Lovington just putting on relentless pressure. Only 1 point in the first quarter, 5 in the second for the Demons. Turning the page for the Lovington Wildcats, a much fuller score sheet, as you would imagine, with 50 points on the board for Lovington. Leading scorer right now is Julian Arroyo. He leads the way with 11 points. 10 points in the half for Tayton Hilliard. 6 points for Ezekiel Guzman, 6 points for Joey Villalobos, 4 points for Isaac Henson, 4 in the books for Zadrick Betancourt, 4 for Joseph Perez. Then you've got a bucket for Adam Aguilera, 2 points for Mason Enriquez, and 1 point for Martin Salcido. Leading rebounder is Villalobos. Joey with 5 in that first half. Enriquez, Henson each with 3, 2 for Ezekiel Guzman, then 1 each for Aguilera, Arroyo, Perez, Salcido, and Marquez. Lovington collectively 18 rebounds in the first half. They went 4 of 8 from the charity stripe for the half. Only turned the ball over 4 times. Scored 21 in the first and 29 in the second. This is an offensive explosion and a defensive performance that we have really just not seen from a Wildcat team, and I don't know how long, Don, but you know, when you mention it, you know, Dexter a classification lower than the Wildcats, and you know, Lovington has not, I won't say called off the dogs, because that's, you know, really not what anybody does, with a lot of younger players coming in and contributing. So Lovington not intentionally trying to run up the score. I'm thinking your Napa Know-How keys to the second half are pretty much just keep doing what you're doing. Right.
And, you know, they're getting it's a good way for Lovington to start the season, of course, because they get to come out and again with a good lead in hand. They're already giving, you know, some of their younger players a good chance to get on the court and get some important minutes in a productive way, you know, not just at the end of a game to, you know, let this just to get a few minutes, you know, for the sake of playing. So they're getting some meaningful minutes, and Lovington is getting to break the ice and get their jitters out for first of the season. Unfortunately, you know, this is a tough way for Dexter to begin the season. Although the expectation is low for them, you know, for performance, all they're looking to do is get out and just break the ice and get their season started and to play above themselves a little bit. They're not even getting a chance really to develop plays and to get any offensive or defensive rhythm going because they are so outmanned and outgunned in this one. But at least, you know, they're on the court, they're fighting, they're playing, and they're showing up. So it's about what you would expect, you know, looking at these two teams on paper coming into this game tonight. But they're both getting out of it what they need to and they want to out of this game, and that is they're getting their seasons going and getting their first game done. For Lovington, you know, they're looking to put a win on the scoreboard forward for Dexter. They're looking to just get their basketball legs under them, and to get out there and to learn some lessons, playing against a bigger team that's a classification above them.
Right. I mean, Lovington, I think, can look at the second half it'll be running clock in the second half, except for timeouts and 2-shot fouls, and use it as a practice session, because things are not going to be this easy come the weekend when they go to the Denver City tournament over next door. And I don't know why we always seem to get the early games in those things, but I was just checking on the Max Prep schedule, and yeah, they'll take on Seagraves at 7 o'clock on Thursday morning. That's almost unfair, because that's 6 o'clock New Mexico time.
Right. Well, you're gonna hope that
early morning practice.
Yeah, you're gonna hope that some of the early gym rat experience will be handy. Will come in handy in that game for these guys. They're probably, some of them may choose to not go to sleep at all. The night before. That would be disastrous, I think. But it's a temptation. When you get that game at that early, is to say, what, let's play and I'll take a nap later. But these early season tournaments, Thanksgiving and the week around that is famous for tournaments, throughout basketball. It's a good way to get yourself sharp, is to play a lot of games, no matter what sport you're playing. I mean, this happens in baseball, softball as well. There's nothing like a tournament to give you that great experience, to turn around, to have to play and play and play, and a lot of games in a short amount of time. And there's just a certain experience that comes from that's invaluable for teams. So, and early on in the season, when they're not so concerned about their records, it's all about just trying to gauge themselves, trying to get your basketball legs under you, and get into your season and really lean into it right away. And that's what they're going to be looking to do this weekend as well.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. Back to this one, Lovington, something that we have not seen in a couple of years. On the offensive side, they're finishing their shots. I know you and I have talked over the years off the air. It's like they kind of go up and short arm things, or kind of pull
halfway,
back and
right.
kind of halfway do it. That has not been the case here tonight.
No, it looks like they're in, and it's good to see that form, because you don't want to get into the habit of just halfway doing it, just throwing it up kind of with a wing and a prayer, or deciding, what, it might not go in, but maybe I'll draw the foul and I'll at least go to the line. Well, you don't want to get in that habit. You want to finish your shots. You want to go up and start your layup with the intention that you're going to make that fall through the net. And I like you, I've noticed that this first half, and I think that puts Lovington in a very good spot. They do need to improve their free throws. That has been kind of a weak spot during even during a really excellent season like they had earlier this year, a compressed season because of COVID. They really, that became crucial. That became a crucial point too. It became very important, and it was the difference in some games. Well, the fouling and their performance at the line, their free shots and their free throws, and so that's something that you can always practice, always, even by yourself, no matter where you can always try to improve that skill, and that's something that Lovington needs to continue to do.
As the teams back out onto the court, this has been your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply. 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Get the Napa Know-How for your vehicle from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Thanks to all of the folks who make Wildcat basketball possible and Wildcat sports. It'll be Lovington basketball, looks like, to start the second half. It will be running clock once we get underway, except for timeouts, changes of quarter, and 2-shot fouls. Looks like it'll be the starters: Aguilera, Hilliard, Henson, Villalobos, and Perez on the floor for the Wildcats. As I think they're double checking the possession arrow, and nope, they've changed it, and it will be Dexter basketball to start this second half. So 50-6, Lovington in the lead, a 44-point lead for the Wildcats.
And of course that means that we'll start with running clock, because anytime you're more than 35 points ahead in the second quarter, the clock will run and stop only for what, TJ?
It will only stop for timeouts, changes of quarter, and 2-shot fouls. And if it gets to 50, it will not stop at all. except for timeouts and changes of quarter. So Dexter basketball into the front court. It'll be Sanchez into the right corner. Nahara for three. That one is going to be off the mark, and Villalobos will come down with it, his sixth. Joey weaves through traffic into the front court for the Cats. We are underway second half. To Hilliard in front of the Wildcat bench. Tayton to Adam. Aguilera moves it left to right. Is out on him is Villalobos for the Demons. Aguilera just going to hold on to it. Gives it off to Joey. Joey at the free throw line. Henson thinks about the three. Now tosses to Aguilera. Drives left base. Puts up a wild shot. Going to be blocked. And it'll go into the hands of Villalobos and Sanchez for the Demons. So no scoring yet here in this third quarter, as through traffic is Nahara into the right corner. Thinking about the three is Duran. And we are going to have a travel called on Duran. 31st turnover for the Demons. So Lovington basketball. Again, we are in a running clock situation with Lovington up by 44. Aguilera on the inbound from Villalobos. Brings it up in front of the scorers table. To Hilliard, top of the arc. Gets a screen from Henson. To Villalobos, right corner, Aguilera, three on the way. That one is going to be short, but right into the hands of Tayton Hilliard. Hilliard to Henson, left wing, three. That one is going to be off the mark, but tracking it down is Perez. Villalobos to Aguilera, working the right wing, bounce pass in to Joseph. Gets it knocked away. Joseph will get it back. Perez works in, goes through traffic, goes hard to the rack, and is going to miss the shot into the hands of Duran. He has another rebound, his fifth. To Sanchez, over to Santos, shot up, no good, and Henson with the rebound, his fourth. Henson to Aguilera, to Hilliard, right corner, three on the way. That one is going to be off the mark, but it'll be Perez with the rebound. To Villalobos, left corner for three. That one no good. And finally, Duran will come away with it for Dexter. 2 minutes gone. Here in the third quarter, neither team has scored, and putting up the little push floater is Duran, and his shot won't fall, and Hilliard will have his second rebound. Hilliard to a breaking Aguilera, and up and in for Adam, his fourth point of the ball game. Lovington draws first blood in the second half. 52-6, Lovington in control of this one, as the clock will continue to move. Villalobos gets a screen from Santos. Now tosses over, knocked away, but right back to Duran in front of his bench. Santos left corner, long two, and nope, they're going to say three. So Santos will get the three ball to go. Now it's 50-8. So Lovington back in, long cross-court pass to Hilliard for three, and bang! Tayton Hilliard, his second tray of the ball game, has 13, and they get the three right back.
And it's 55-9. That was a three-pointer from 5 points, or 6 points, so it went from 6 to 9 for Dexter.
You are correct. I think they've got the scoreboard wrong, and a blocked shot by Henson to Santos. Now back over, and the shot up, no good, and another rebound will be made by Hilliard, his third. Actually, it should be 55-9. So it'll be into the hands of Santos, who almost loses the basketball. Gets it back to Duran, left wing for three. That one off the mark, but there with the rebound and the putback is Sanchez. Sanchez, his fourth rebound, first bucket of the ball game. So I have it as 55-11 on my score sheet. And another three ball, Villalobos, bang! Villalobos with 9 points now. And I believe it should be 58-11. Now another three, and that one going to be blocked by Henson, his second block of the quarter. As subs coming into the ball game.
Yeah, I think they just never put up one of the baskets.
I think they never put up Aguilera's two. Because I've got a three for Hilliard, a three for Villalobos, and the two for Aguilera, which would make it 58-, and we've got a foul away from the basketball. And they're going to call the push foul. And they're going to tee up Tayton Hilliard, his first personal, first team foul. And that will stop the clock. It will be a two-shot foul, and Dexter will keep it.
I do think that that the ref crew from the very beginning, set a tone, and I think that they were not going to. They're not going to have any patience for, I think, anything verbal going on the court. So,
first one up for Duran is good, and Lovington, and we mentioned this earlier in the first half. Last couple of years, the tees have been a bit of a trouble for the Wildcats. Matter of fact, it was two technicals in the 2 games against Artesia last year that were the difference between winning and losing those games. So now it's 58-13 in favor of the Wildcats. Clock will restart. And again, I don't know why it's our basketball. It should be, unless they've changed that rule. So Lovington basketball up 58-13. As the handoff, Arroyo for 3. That one is going to be short. Long rebound going to be made by Loya, his third. Loya to Duran. Under duress from Arroyo. Brings it up near side. Pulls the trigger on a long 2, and it'll roll home. Duran now with 7 leads the way for Dexter. They're still fighting back. Cats with Henson. Into the front court. Hands it off to Arroyo. Julian to Aguilera. No look pass to Henson. NBA 3, top of the arc. Clinks the front of the iron. Ball loose on the floor. And Guzman will get his 3rd rebound. To Villalobos, left corner. That one is going to be off the mark. And Guzman will fight for it, get it back. And a whistle sounds as he gets tied up by Nahara. And it'll stay Lovington basketball on the possession arrow. 58-15 is the score. With 2:41 remaining here in the 3rd quarter, it is running clock except for 2 shot fouls, timeouts, and obviously the change of quarter. Coach Pack is going to be upset now about something. I think he wants an over the back or a hack foul. The thing about Coach Pack, he definitely always fights for his players, even if at some points in time it might not be warranted like now. But you like to see him protecting his players. And he has a very definite sense of what is right and what is wrong. So 58-15 is the score. 2.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Demon basketball. Lovington in control of this one. Pretty good crowd on hand for the opening game of the season. A little bump, no call. Loya to Duran. Bounce pass back to Loya. Leaves it off, but leaves it right into the hands of the Wildcats. Breaking up is Henson. As Isaac will slow it up, give it to Arroyo between the rings. Now over to the right wing, hand it off to Aguilera, gets a screen from Guzman. Adam will take it in himself and runs it up the lane and up and in. 6 points for Aguilera, and that'll make it 60-15. So 60-15 is the score. They have it at 58 on the board here. I think they missed the first bucket by Adam, unless it got waved off somewhere that I missed. Is working in is Lopez as his shot is up, no good. And he will be fouled by Guzman. That'll be the first on Ezekiel. 2nd team foul on the Wildcats. So I'm going to go with my numbers in the books because I didn't see him wave off the bucket from Aguilera, the first one. So at the line, the first shot is up and in and out for Lopez. Keeps it 60-15 as Hilliard will check back into the game. Also coming in will be Mason Enriquez as Henson and Aguilera will take a breather with 1:45 to go in the 3rd. So Lopez missed the first, eyes the second, will put that one up and he'll get that one to fall. 60-15. And now they're going to adjust it. Well, I think
60-16 it should be.
Yeah, it should be 60-16.
Now they're going to adjust.
I think they're having some problems with the scoreboard tonight.
Interesting. They gave that point to the wrong team. It should make it.
Well, they have it now 59-16.
Okay.
They'll get it adjusted at some point. And so it'll be to Tatum on the near side. Gets a screen from Guzman. Pulls the trigger on the 3. No good. Guz through with his 5th rebound. Tries to hand it off to Adam Sanchez and gets it stripped away. 6 turnover for the Wildcats. Back the other way. Duran, left corner. His 3 ball on the way, and that one rattles home. Nobody's told Duran that the Demons are way down in this one. That kid is still fighting. So 60-19 is the score. Into the front court, Enriquez. 40 seconds remaining, 3rd quarter. Running clock. Tatum to Arroyo as Loya comes out on him. Arroyo to Enriquez. Mason with Nahara working him pretty hard. Backing it up is Tatum with 28 seconds to go. Hilliard, nifty little move, gets around, hands it off. Enriquez, top of the arc for 3 off the iron. Gets his own rebound and the putback, no good. They'll work it back around to Arroyo. 16 seconds remaining here in the quarter. So back to Arroyo, working in front of the Stray Cats. Now moves it back center court to Hilliard in front of the bench with 5 with 4, and we'll have a lane violation on Lovington. And so that'll be a turnover on the Cats, as that will also end the third quarter of play. Lovington 60, I should say. And Dexter 19. Back momentarily. Wildcat basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Back for the start of the fourth quarter. Lovington in command of this one, 60-19 over the Dexter Demons. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us on this Tuesday night season opener, as Betancourt, Enriquez, Guzman, Hilliard, and Arroyo will be on the floor for the Wildcats. It'll be Loya, Duran, Nahara, and Lopez on the floor for the Demons. To Tatum Hilliard, to Guzman, cutting back door, misses it, but Betancourt is there with the rebound, and Zadrick is going to be fouled. He'll head to the line for 2. And the foul going to be called on number 45, Kevin Villalobos, his third personal. Just the first team foul on Dexter in the half. And they still have it 59-19. All I can think is maybe they didn't count either Henson's
a
three ball or Hilliard's 3 ball, and the shot is up.
Yeah, or maybe they I can't hate to say the word downgraded, but maybe they counted and decided that what we thought was a 3-pointer was a 2-pointer. I don't know.
And I think that may be the adjustment I'm going to have to make here.
So I'm going to officially, they've kept it on the scoreboard now, and as 59-19, it doesn't look like.
Betancourt's second shot is up, and he gets that one. He's got 5 points.
So now it is 60.
The closest one to the line was Villalobos. So, all right, I'm going to move that one down, and a 3 ball the other way. That one is up, no good. And the rebound by Betancourt, his third rebound, but it'll be stolen away by Dexter. Dexter weaves through traffic and working through it, trying to get it into the paint. They'll bounce it, and it goes off of a Wildcat leg and out of bounds. 60-19 is the score. Running clock. Lovington up by 41 points. 7:10 remaining ball game. Edgar Lopez will inbound it left to the Lovington bucket. Tosses it in. Tries to get it off of one of the guys, but right into the hands of Betancourt. Over to Arroyo, backs it up into the left corner, tosses out to Tatum, top of the arc. NBA 3 on the way, and that one is no good, but Betancourt with the rebound, his 4th, pushes it back out. 3 on the way, Arroyo NBA distance. That one no good, and Arroyo beats his man for his 2nd rebound. Now to Betancourt left wing for 3, and bang! Zadrick Betancourt. 8 points in the ball game, makes it 63-19. Wildcats in the lead. In control of this one. Gearing up for a 6 a.m. game. And another turnover as Hilliard tips it and right into his own hands. Tatum will take it coast to coast and lays it up and in. Tatum with 15 points leads the way for the Wildcats. 65-19 is the score. Lovington in control as Loya goes hippity-hopping and loses the basketball off of his foot. But they're going to say he was bumped first. And the foul going to be called on Mason Enriquez, his 3rd personal, just the 3rd team foul on the Cats. Check again will be Martin Salcido and also Sanchez. Of course, the clock will continue to move. With Lovington in control, 65-19. So it'll be Dexter basketball underneath, and that one is going to be blocked. Lopez comes right into the hands of the Wildcats. To Enriquez, right corner, works it out. To Aguilera, dumps it off. Arroyo, left wing, trying to get it inside. Going to be knocked away and into the hands of the Demons. Demons to Jimenez, who just checked into the game. He'll lay it high off the glass. No good. And the rebound by Betancourt. His fifth. Keeps it himself. Weaves through traffic. Leaves it for Enriquez. Wide open look at three from the left wing. Puts up the shot. It won't fall. And the rebound going to be brought down by Lopez. And a whistle sounds. And we will have a foul on Lovington, I do believe. So we'll see who they're going to call it on. They're going to call the hold on Mason Enriquez. So back comes the Demons with 4.5 to go. Toss it over to Nahara. 3 left side, no good. Fight for the rebound, and finally going to be controlled by Dexter and Lopez. And Lopez will take it himself. He's got 3 points in the ball game for the Demons. 65-21. Dexter still playing game, has played a much better second half. To Arroyo, takes it to the right elbow, then goes up with the left hand off the front of the iron and into the hands of Jimenez, who then loses the basketball, but Lovington can't control, and it'll go out of bounds. So again, pretty much just the way Lovington would have wanted this one scripted. Up 65-21. Well, again, Lovington well in control of this one. Dexter basketball to the front court, into the left corner. Dexter works it over to Duran. As Duran bounce pass, going to be knocked away, but saving it is Lopez. Lopez has had a pretty good second half. Lopez to Duran, works the left side, gets a screen from Loya. Back out near center court. Aguilera tries to pick the pocket of Jimenez, and finally it'll be Henson who does. Isaac on the run and will miss it off the front of the rim. Rebound by Aguilera, but Adams steps out of bounds. So whoops. A little bit of a whoopsie there.
Just kind of mistimed that. He went up with, I think the intention, I think it's either his brain and his body weren't on the same page.
It's
as
like
far
he was
as
thinking
if he
dunk
was gonna,
or
if he,
layup.
right, exactly. If he was, one was thinking dunk and one was thinking layup.
Yeah, kind of got caught in between as Loya tries to split two cats and will draw the foul. They'll call that one on Anson Marquez. That'll be his first personal, 4th team foul. Tatum Hilliard waits to check back into the ball game. 2.5 remaining. Is this one going to continue to click down? Of course, clock will only stop on 2-shot fouls. So Duranda inbound. Tatum will work on it. They'll get it in, and that one is going to be blocked by Salcido, but right into the hands of Lopez. Lopez keeps it, and they are going to call the palm ball. That is turnover number 38 on the Demons. 2.5 remaining in there, rather 2:05 remaining in this one. I was transposing the 0 and the 3 up there. So the inbound will come in from Anson Marquez. As Isaac Henson, or pardon me, Adam Aguilera will run the point. Adam to the front court. Hands it off to Arroyo. Gets a screen from Salcido. To Hilliard, top of the arc, 3 on the way. Tatum's ball in and out, and the rebound and the putback by Salcido is good. He's got 3 points and a couple of boards, 67-21. We click to 90 seconds remaining in the ball game. Right corner, wide open look at 3 for Lopez. It's an air ball, but into the hands of Jimenez, who gets it out to Nahara. His 3 from the left side, no good. Jimenez with another rebound, and he'll get his pocket picked. Back come the Wildcats. Arroyo, long 2. Off of the mark. Ball going to be tipped around and finally into the hands of Omar Loya with 1:10 remaining in the ball game. Lovington 67, Dexter 21. Ball going to be flung out of bounds. It'll be Lovington basketball. Anson Marquez to inbound. Tosses into the backcourt as Dexter drops back in defense. Aguilera runs the point, weaves through traffic to Arroyo. Just going to keep working it around, and an NBA 3 left side on the way. Aguilera no good, and into the hands of Marquez. His rebound and his putback won't fall, and Loya gets his 5th rebound for Dexter. 67-21, 30 seconds to go. Lovington almost picking the pocket of Duran to Nahara, hippity hop through the lane, and he is going to get blocked from behind by Salcido. Martin's first personal, 5th team foul, and that should be a 2-shotter, and it will be. And that's one of the case, Dawn. If Martin, I think, just stands up and puts his arms up, he's fine, but they're going to get you when you do that arm sweep every time. So at the line will be Jorge Nahara, his first trip to the line tonight, and he will miss the first one. 24.5 seconds to go. Back into the ball game will be Adam Sanchez. He'll come in for Anson Marquez. He'll sit with 2 rebounds. Second shot on the way for Nahara, and that one is not going to fall, and Salcido will get the rebound, his 3rd. Salcido to Tayton. Hilliard up in front of the scorer's table. He'll just pull it up with 10 seconds to go. Now he'll try and dribble it out with 7, with 6, with 5, with 3, with 2, with 1 as the ball is loose, and they're going to call a backcourt violation before the whistle, but it won't matter. Lovington victorious in this one, 67-21, and will improve to 1-0 on this young season. We'll be back to talk about it and wrap it up. This is Wildcat Basketball on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and the Lovington tab at HobbsAmerica.com. Welcome back, Lovington Wildcat Basketball from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Cats victorious tonight by a final of 67-21. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Look at the final numbers in this one for the Dexter Demons. They are led by Josh Duran. He had 10 points, the only Demon in double figures tonight. 3 points for Justice Santos, 3 for Kevin Villalobos. Then you had also 3 points for Edgar Lopez, 2 points for Julian Sanchez. Dexter for the night from the line goes 7 of 15 from the stripe. Their leading rebounder tonight was Duran with 6 boards, 27 collectively as a team for Dexter. They turned the ball over 39 times in the ball game, and probably would have been more if we hadn't been in running clock situation the entire second half. Score by quarter, they get 1 in the first, 5 in the second, 13 in the third, and 2 points in that fourth quarter. Turning the page for the Lovington Wildcats, a whole lot of Cats getting in the scorer's book tonight. Tayton Hilliard with 15 points leads the way. Julian Arroyo with 11. The 2 Cats in double figures tonight. 8 points for Joey Villalobos, 8 points for Zadrick Betancourt on the evening. Then you had 6 points for Adam Aguilera, 6 points for Ezekiel Guzman, 4 points Isaac Henson, also 4 points for Joseph Perez. Then you had a bucket for Mason Enriquez and a bucket for Martin Salcido. Salcido with 3 points in the ball game. Didn't mean to shortchange that young man. Leading rebounder was Joey Villalobos on the night. He had 6 for Lovington. Betancourt and Guzman with 5 apiece. Lovington collectively 39 rebounds. So pretty good on the boards tonight. 5 of 10, pretty much what they've done the last couple of seasons from the free throw line. 50-50 there. Lovington gets 21 in the first, 29 in the second, 10 in the third, and they score 7 in the fourth. That's how they get to their 67. They did turn the ball over 10 times, really 9 times, but they had that backcourt violation right before the whistle sounded at the end of the game. So to be statistically correct, we do have to put that one in the book. But gets a little tougher from here on, Dawn.
Yeah, definitely. But it's a good way for Lovington to, as we said before, just get their basketball legs under them a little bit. And from here, over the next week or so, over this weekend, going to get great tournament experience. And they're good to play a different variety of teams, both better than you are, worse than you are. It shows you, it can really point out some holes, in where your weaknesses are as a team, and it really quickly and give you just a really, put you on a real fast learning curve. So I'm sure Lovington is going to look at that tournament as a great learning experience, and again, to just get a lot of productive basketball minutes, for all of their players. And it was a good night tonight to let the team get as many guys, on the board as possible and in the books. And now they're going to look at that. They're going to look at sharpening their game as much as they can, because their next non-tournament game is going to be against Clovis, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, it will be Clovis next Tuesday in Clovis. Okay. So, Clovis always a tough test for anybody. Now, our next streamcast for the Wildcats, we'll have the Lady Cats on Tuesday here against Eunice, but for the boys, will actually be next Saturday as Santa Teresa will come to town. So a little break before we get back to the boys on December the 11th. That'll be a Saturday afternoon affair. So mixed results here tonight for the Wildcats. The Lady Cats falling in their opener to the Demons, but the Wildcats getting the big victory. So final thoughts tonight, Dawn?
Yeah, not much more to say except, just be anxious. It's nice to have the season underway for both the girls. I'm excited to watch the girls because they're already starting off with a lot more energy, and I think and showing more signs of playing better as a team with better results than they did earlier this year even. And so I'm really looking forward to the next games, watching the development of the Lady Wildcats, and certainly the Lovington boys off to a great start. They had an awesome season earlier this year, and just hoping that they can get back into top form. They're looking good tonight so far and off to a good start, and looking forward to the next games.
So should be a good one. Of course, keep an eye on our Facebook page, and do please subscribe to the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Remember, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, one subscriber will win $100. So with that, my friends, we will put a wrap on it. So the mixed results tonight, the Lovington girls falling, but the Lovington boys getting the big win. Lovington Sports from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square, brought to you by Devon Energy, the Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Stone Oilfield Services, Navajo Refining Company, Norley Hospital, Now Pharmacy, Man Welding, Bob's Thriftway, and the First American Bank of Lovington. For Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long. This has been an exclusive presentation of Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Good night, everybody.